What the hell? Wait a minute. Hold up. What am I doing wrong here? Okay. Oh, come on, y'all. Hold on, everybody. Hold on. Hold on. I'm having some technical difficulties here. I'm trying to fix this. Oh, duh. What's happening, everybody? Welcome to the bird section. Oh, forgive me. Forgive me. AJ showing up to installing tomorrow will have people in shambles. You ain't never lied. Wait a minute. First of all, sorry about everything, y'all. I'm trying to figure out what in the hell is going on with my camera. Oh, did I shut it? That's why. I know what I did wrong. Okay. So now let's go back to. And there we have it. Okay. Oh man. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Wait. I think I know what's going on. I think I know what's going on. Don't tell me. Okay, we good. Okay. All right, y'all. Boy, I'm having a time today. So what's happening, everybody? Welcome back to the bird section. I'm sorry. Shout out to Nina Austin is in the building. My man Marcus is in the building. Alfredo 31 is in the building. Nina Austin is in the building. Key Chanel is in the building. What up, everybody? Y'all know what I need. Hit that like and subscribe button on your way in here. We got lots to talk about, man. I had a good time today for a couple of hours, actually. Well, shout out to Low Eagle is in the building. You know what I'm saying? Logan Motorsports is in the building. Yo, Logan, if you know how to get in touch with D'Angelo, tell him to get at me at birdsection2023 at Gmail. We definitely would like to get him back on here as often as possible. Would love to get more of his takes. And I think my camera just went out. What is going on here? No. All right, y'all. My shit is. Ooh, my shit is acting real janky right now. Let me take it off of that and just go straight to the camera. There we go. There we go. There we go. Y'all got me now. Yeah. I'm having a rough time tonight, y'all. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my camera, y'all. It's acting fun. Yeah, Nina, he was really, really good. I got Warren McKee from the Eagles Collective Podcast getting in here. You know, I got at some point Eagles Drew will be joining us tonight. But what I really wanted to get into was, you know what I'm saying? Let's dispel, because one of the things that I realized that was tough today, and man, it can get hard, you know what I'm saying, is when talking with other content creators, or actually fans from other fan bases. One thing that's starting to become difficult is having to hurry up and get through the trolling before we could actually have an intellectual conversation. And that's been the hardest part about, dealing with, folks from other fan bases and stuff like that. It's just been really, really hard. You know what I'm saying? Next season's Giants 12-5, Cowboys 11-6, Commanders 10-7, Eagles 5-12. And this is exactly what I meant when I said that, y'all. This is exactly what I was talking about. Like, Ace Boogie, if you're gonna be like that, that's fine. But come on, man, give us something that we could wrap our brains around. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Warren McKee of the Eagles Collective Podcast is in the building. What up, bruh?
What's good? What's good? What's good?
I'm trying to get folks. I'm trying to get folks to, especially those who are not Eagles fans, and I don't care what's your team. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But can we at least have one meaningful intellectual conversation without the trolling part? You know what I'm saying?
That's what I've been waiting for.
And I think what is difficult for them, particularly NFC East the fan bases from the different teams, is when we start digging into the hard facts and getting into the numbers and everything like that, and the metrics that we're using and how we're coming to the conclusions that we're coming to, the results don't say Cowboys at the top, don't say Commanders at the top, don't say Giants at the top. You know, I spent the better half of a few hours today with you and Drew and everything like that. And do you realize, like, again, it happened to me again. I'm sitting there and I'm like, I'm listening to fans that were, what was the Cowboys again last year? 7-9.
I would have to look it up. I think it's 7-9-1.
Yeah, 7-9-1.
Yeah,
they're telling us that they're 7-9-1. They're coming from 7-9-1 last year, and they're telling me that we had a shitty season.
The Eagles had a shitty season?
Yeah. You let them tell it. You let them talk about our season last year, and our season was a shitty season. And now I got a guy here saying we're going to go 5-12.
Well, clearly they're a Giants fan. Like, clearly they're a Giants.
Actually, they're a Cowboys fan.
They're a Cowboys fan.
Yes. And so we just got finished talking to Cowboy fans about the asinine things that these Ace Boogie. You see that? Oh, I'm sorry. No, you're right. He is a Giants fan. My bad.
But what I'm saying, first, let's just start off with just simply this. Let's just start off and let's just stay on this level. Don't go any further.
Right.
Let's just simply look at schedule.
Okay.
Let's just simply just look at the schedule. So I'm pulling up the schedules right now. And I'll just start off with the Giants schedule for Ace Boogie. So the Giants, not the Giants. Let's see.
Hey, y'all. And while you're here, please hit the like and subscribe button.
Definitely.
Oh, man, that's the other thing. Saquon burnt out, and the word is out on Hurts among defensive coordinators. He can't play from the pocket.
But see, if we play that game, then we can do that with everybody's quarterback. Like we can find a flaw in everybody's quarterback. Like that's easy.
That is, but here's the thing. That is if it were true.
Now, my thing is this. At the end of the day, Hurts is not the best quarterback. He's not the best. But then at the end of the day, I know he's capable of doing things that other quarterbacks aren't. Like that is what
Super Bowl twice.
Go to the Super Bowl, like just he can like at the end of the day, he keeps the ball in harm's way. He keeps the ball out of harm's way. So like at the end of the day, that's what you want. The things that we're looking at are playoff habits and behaviors that people don't understand. He's not putting the ball in harm's way.
Shout out to Hamid Abdul Aziz is in the building. What up, bro?
Go ahead. No, I'm just looking where else I can pull the schedule up at.
Mm.
Let's see. I'll just go. Yeah, because first we just got to start off by looking at the schedule. That's doing a fair summary of all these teams. Because whoever gave you that gave you that record, clearly wasn't looking at the schedule.
Well, that's the thing. That's the part that I think hurts them the most is the fact that they don't really pay too much attention to what actually is going on, particularly when it comes to their schedule. You know what I'm saying? And so now at this point, again, what's like you see the title, what's really happening in the NFC East,
Yeah,
and by you pulling up the schedule and everything like that, okay,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
They play the Cowboys Sunday Night Football. So knowing the Cowboys defense, how they want to come out, they're there to make a show. So
Right.
do the Giants truly think that they can beat the Cowboys game one? Do you feel like the Cowboys can? Do you feel like the Giants can win game one against the Cowboys?
Here's you want to know something that's really interesting, War?
What's up?
This right here will be the most watched preseason ever for the for all four teams of the NFC East.
Oh yeah, it always is.
Everybody's installing something new, whether it's a new offense or a new defense or both with a new coach. Yeah. Like there's so many different things going on. And we all know that the preseason is probably where the installs are going to be taking place because those are your best live fire exercises and stuff. So we'll see. I mean, I just think that this will be, this will be the most watched preseason because of those things.
So just the first 5 games, the Giants have Cowboys, Rams, Titans, Cardinals, Commanders. First 5. That's just the first 5. So with that being said, I can see them going 3-2. Losing to the Cowboys, losing to the Rams. I can see them beating the Titans. Yeah. I can see them beating the Cardinals. And I can see them beating the Commanders.
I can see them losing to the Titans because Brian Daboll will want to show his ass.
See? So you saying 2-3?
Yeah.
So 2-3.
Yeah.
Then after that, this is week 6. They got the Saints. That's a dub. Then they got the Texans.
That's an L.
So, and luckily they get a bye. They get
an early bye.
Yeah, bye in week 8. After that, they play the Eagles, the Commanders, and the Jaguars. So Eagles.
That's 2 L's and maybe 1 win.
Yeah. Then you got Colts, 49ers, Seahawks.
They're going to lose all 3 of those games.
Then you got the Browns, the Lions, the Cowboys, and then end the season off with the Eagles.
Hold on for a hot second.
No, you good. So you got the Browns, the Lions, Cowboys, Eagles. I can give y'all the Browns. The Lions, that'll be a tough one, but I think the Lions will get that.
You gotta walk.
I'll give the benefit and say you split with the Cowboys and you split with the Eagles. Give them benefit of the doubt. Say you split with the Eagles and the Cowboys.
Where are we at now? Hurry up. Not you. I'm sorry, Warren. That wasn't for you.
That's 5-12.
Okay.
That's 5-12 for the Giants.
Hold on for a hot second, bro.
No, you good.
Come here, say hi.
I'm gonna just go through this schedule.
Say hi. This is Rollo, everybody.
Keeping you busy.
Yeah, this is the one that I be yelling at all the time and telling him to get out and everything. This is Rollo, the dog. Hey, I'm gonna just let him out real quick. I'll be right
You're
back.
good. You're good. Yeah. So we got the Giants at 5-12. If anybody wants to debate with that, we can do that. Let's see. We'll go next. We'll go to the Commanders. So the Commanders got the Eagles first. Being an Eagles fan, you know I'm gonna say that's an L. You got the Cowboys after that. That's another tough game.
Right.
You got the Seahawks, another tough game. So you can be going into week 4 0-3. This is the Commanders. Then the Colts. That's now the Colts, if they got Daniel Jones, I can see y'all going 0-4. Then the Giants, that'll be a competitive game. I say you get that one. So 1-4. Then you got the 49ers. That's 1-5. Bye week. After your bye week, you come play the Eagles again. I'm gonna say the Eagles just sweep. So that's 1-6. 1-7 because you playing the Rams after that. Then you play New York. I say you win against New York. Yeah, that's
right.
that's tough. That's tough. Like that's what I'm saying. Just looking at the schedules, bro. Like it's gonna be tough for a lot of these teams. But this is all going based off that team's production last year.
And again, because there's so much flux going on with each of these teams, including us, it's just not. See, our problem is not talent.
No.
That's not our problem. I keep saying we're not devoid of talent on our team. And when you look at the makeup of our offense and the makeup of our defense, you'll see where we're more, the and I was stressing this earlier, continuity. Guys who have been around each other playing for a while, more than a year.
Now I'm gonna use that, and I'm gonna use this as an example. Leo, I don't know if you played high school football or not.
Nope, I did not.
Anybody that played high school football, what were typically the hardest teams to play? It was the teams that grew up with each other.
Yeah.
Those teams that grew up since
the kids that were playing Pee-wee football, Pop Warner. Yeah.
All the way up. All the way up.
Ended up at the same high school and everything.
Yeah. Those are the teams that are typically harder to play because the chemistry is there. Just simply the chemistry is there. They know what to do.
Right.
They know each other's tendencies.
Right.
So the Eagles are in that ballpark of we know each other's tendencies on the defense and on the offensive side. And they've also done it together where they won a Super Bowl. So they know exactly what it takes.
And we have a lot of guys who lost the Super Bowl with the Eagles at what?
Yeah.
So it's not like we don't know guys. We don't have a lot of guys on our team who have gone through it twice.
Yeah.
And what it's like to win and to lose.
Yeah. We got guys that have been there. Now, when you look at that, now what comes into play is the coaching. Now, with coaching, is Nick Sirianni the best head coach in the NFL? No, he's not. We can all agree on that. Yeah. He's not the best coach in the NFL. One of Nick Sirianni's biggest flaws is he can't really call an offense, and his decision-making on offense isn't the best. So you look at that. But the fact that he knows what his weakness is, he brought people around him. Vic Fangio, John Mannion. Let them pick whoever they want. Let them bring people in.
Groceries,
let them have full control. Now, this is one thing that I will say. This is probably the first time we're going to see the offense not under Nick Sirianni's control.
Shout out to Master Eagle in the building. What up, Master Eagles? Texas boys here too.
Because we saw what it looked like when Vic Fangio had full control.
Yes. And remember at the beginning of the coaching search, they talked about hiring someone, when they hire someone, that person's going to have the latitude to shape the offense in their image.
Yeah.
With little input from input from Nick Sirianni, which why I said, to me, this offensive coaching staff looks more like a think tank than a coaching staff.
It is for Jalen Hurts, but this is the thing though. You have people that are coming out of the Super Bowl, whether win or loss, or both for some people. And then you bring in Kevin Patullo. You bring in Kevin Patullo, who's been there. He's trying to change things up. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. And then my personal opinion, and I've always said this, Leo. I think at the end of the day, who was the team to beat? Who was the team to knock out in the NFC? The Eagles. You knock out the Eagles, good. So teams have not joined together, but defenses have paid a little bit more attention to how we run the offense.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I go back and I say, taking A.J. Brown away
is how it will actually.
It'll be more beneficial because now you're taking away the obvious. You're keeping. You're not. Yeah, that's taking away A.J. Brown is going to help out more. So people that look at losing A.J. Brown is going to be a huge knock, but it's not going to. It'll be a huge knock in the beginning, but it's a chemistry thing.
Shout out to Tyler Walker Devon with the $5 super chat. He said, "Appreciate the content. Keep grinding, my man. Thank you. I appreciate that vote of confidence. That's what I consider that super chat, a vote of confidence. All the super chats. So I appreciate you for that, man. Thank you so much. You know what I'm saying? We so appreciate you, and I hope you keep coming back. I hope you keep bringing the super chats, all that stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
But in all honesty, what we aim for here at the Bird section and at the Eagles Collective podcast, and make sure you guys head on over there too, and sub up, you know what I'm saying? We got 41 people watching us right now. You know what I'm saying? Would love to have you all hit that like and subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? We're going to keep bringing you the best that we can. We're not going to waste your time. Like I said, we want you to leave here better than when you got here in terms of feeling informed. And that's the aim. That's always been the aim. I know some folks don't, would much rather,
No, you good.
Oh, okay. I know folks would much rather, troll and stuff like that. Hold on. Okay, cool. That works.
But the trolling's easy. Trolling's easy, bro.
Yes. You know what I'm saying? So, again, you know what I'm saying? What we want is we don't want to inundate you with unnecessary trolling. We want you to be better than when you left here, than when you got here. Okay? And that's the whole purpose of the Bird section. So salute to everybody that's here. Again, please hit that like button. I'm stressing it only because of the algorithm and so forth. And also, while I have you all's attention, check out the products page or check out the products tabs at the bottom of our screen and whatnot. For those Eagles fans out there looking to get their next Eagles jersey, even for the ladies, or your hoodie or your hat, we have links down there. You get a 10% discount, I think, and some other stuff. So shout out to Nike and also for Best Buy. And if you are someone who is looking to get into the content creator space and make your own mark because you don't like what we're saying here, or you think you could do it better, whatever it is, the content creator bundle pack is also offered on the products page of the Bird section. You know what I'm saying? So that you can go ahead and get everything together. And if you don't like what you hear here, you can do better. There you go. You can get started right there. You know what I'm saying? So get going with it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Eagles. Drew is in the building. What up, Drew?
What's up, family? I'm sorry I'm late, man.
No, man. No, you good. You good.
You had a long day, right?
Man, you on the floor, man. Anything can happen.
Yep. Yep. I know
When
exactly what
you
you're talking about.
when you're a male, it really go down, man.
Oh yeah. Been
So
there
yeah,
before.
what's happening?
So we're up here going over. I had a Giants fan come in here and tell us that we were going to go 5-12.
Yeah.
It's
And
5-12.
yeah, and it's like, look,
It's
I
laughable.
think what I want is because like we were on Game Time Brian's channel earlier today. Like the trolling part is it like having to get through all of that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it's tedious.
It's just like, come on. And then we're talking, and then before you know it, you got 4 people talking at the same time.
Yeah.
And it's difficult for our viewers to hear because you got so many people going at it at the same time. It was like, that's our guy Marcus, but god damn Marcus, man.
Yeah, Marcus B.
He does not rewatch the video so he
No,
could
he
see
can't.
his contribution. You could
Can't
tell.
be rewatching.
You know what I'm saying? You could tell. And so it's like, all right, man, you don't hear yourself, but
Take away the playback value.
yeah, he don't do the playback. You could tell he don't because he
Yeah.
won't stop. You know what I'm saying? And he keeps doing it. So that's what like folk like that make it really difficult to actually have a real conversation because you got to go through that
Right.
for a long period of time. You got to let them scream it out. You got to let them exercise those demons, and it takes about 45 minutes to an hour. Once you get past that 45 minutes hour time frame of him just straight trolling and everything like that, and he actually starts talking calmly and everything like that, then the shit starts making sense.
Yeah.
And it's like, yo, that's the part that everyone's been looking for. Not
that's what we need.
other stuff, and like
all that emotional.
Yeah, you're talking, you're supposed to be talking Cowboys football, but you want to troll with the Knicks and the Sixers, and I'm like, I don't even watch.
It shouldn't take that.
Yeah, and thinking saying that type of stuff is going to hurt, and it's like, bro, I don't even watch basketball like that, so I
really don't
care, and that's not what I'm here for. I'm here to talk about football, and
it's a football channel,
right? And it's so therefore, if you were somebody who had if you had a plan, like a programming plan, or pre-pro, like you did pre-pro, you know what I'm saying, before you went live, Marcus would tear it all up. Not even realizing what he's doing. Yeah. Not realizing he's taking the conversation in the direction it was never meant to go.
Right.
And then
take the barbershop.
Yeah, and you're like, Marcus, stop, bro. Please stop, Marcus. And it's like, Linda said, Marcus debates are layered in late 1900s history, non-realistic.
Well, this is the debate when it comes to that.
It's true.
If we won't bring up our recent Super Bowl, if you don't bring up your past Super Bowls,
right?
That's fair.
No, we won't bring up our most recent.
No, but I'm saying at the end of the day, we talking about right now.
Look, we won't bring up our most recent Super Bowls if they don't bring up their most recent Super Bowls.
Yeah.
Because remember,
their past
no conversation.
Yeah. Remember, you know what I'm saying? We're driving the 2024 model. They're still driving the 1995 Mercedes 500 SL, S Coupe, S.
The big body, body Benz.
The big body Benz, yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's still a 95. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Biggie saw you. Biggie was here when y'all lost. Y'all won the last. Matter of fact, Biggie and Pac was here. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay. But go ahead, Warren. I'm sorry.
No. I'm just listening, but looking at all this, and then we go to the Eagles schedule.
Oh, here we go.
So the Eagles have the Washington.
Y'all went over the Cowboys schedule already?
Yeah. Yeah, after we go over the Cowboys yet.
Oh, yeah. We went over the Cowboys. We got the Cowboys. I got the Cowboys at 10-7.
10-7?
Yeah, that's fair.
I got them somewhere I'm kind of torn. There's like a one game that I'm kind of torn in between with them. So I have them at 8
What
and
game
9
is
or 9 and 8.
what game is that?
The Colts game.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
At the beginning, I said
Colts is week 9 for them.
yeah, I said that I think that they were going to lose to the Giants were going to lose to the Titans because Brian Daboll is going to want to probably show his ass.
Yeah.
Shout out!
I can see them winning that Colts game.
Whoa! Shout
Yeah,
out!
that's what I'm saying. I'm torn. Like I can see that nine wins and give them that Colts game.
Hold on! Shout out to Midway 41 RD. What up, fellas?
What's going on?
38-year Navy vet and lifelong Birds fan. I see 12-5 slight step back due to new system. Go Birds! First and foremost, Midway, thank you for your service and your family service and sacrifice. We so appreciate all that you've done. Hail to the victorious dead and and thank you again for your service. And again, shout out to everybody on this Memorial Day weekend holiday.
Absolutely.
The best way to honor, those who gave the ultimate sacrifice for our freedoms and everything is to go out and live like they can't. Live those who went before us were here. They could still do it, and you party up, but be safe, okay? Right. And thank you again for your sacrifice and for your family sacrifice.
Yeah. We appreciate my son is a Navy corpsman or retired. He was a corpsman. He did 4 years.
Okay, yeah, I did a total of 8 years, and then got out, went to work at the Pentagon, and then went to work. Then I went back overseas to Iraq and Afghanistan as a contractor and everything like that. Went to Thule Air Base in Greenland for a little bit. So all doing telecommunications work for DoD. So, I had a long career, be it in uniform and then also serving alongside them as a civilian contractor. So, had a great time. Yeah, had a great time. I still sometimes have dreams that I'm over there.
Man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I'll be honest with you, all those times I kept going back over there, I was getting the best sleep ever.
Wow.
That's how I knew I was starting to get a little too like I needed to come home because I was getting too used to it, getting mortar rounds and all that shit, C-rams going off and everything. It was just you know what I'm saying? Yes, fly spark salute to the soldiers. You know what I'm saying?
Salute to Lord Brunson.
Yeah, shout out to LB, shout out to Lord Brunson. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And just know that Veterans Day is the day for the living, the guys who are still here and everything. Memorial Day is more for those who paid the ultimate sacrifice. It was actually started to honor the Buffalo soldiers who were killed during the Civil War down in South Carolina. That's where it got started from. You know what I'm saying? So salute to them too.
Shout out Buffalo soldiers.
Yeah, thank you for your example. Even if people don't know, Memorial Day was actually started to honor Black Union soldiers who paid the ultimate sacrifice. And shout out to Midway with the $10 super chat. I so appreciate you for that super chat.
Shout out, brother.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like you, I also served as well. So thank you. Now, you know what I'm saying? D'Angelo. Yo, he's here.
Yo.
Get up here, bro.
Yeah, D'Angelo. We need you here right now. So
yeah, we need
here's
you
what
up
we're
here.
going to do. I am going to hey D'Angelo, can you email me right now at birdsection2023@gmail.com. Here it is in the chat. Birdsection. And then I'm going to send you the link to get in here, okay?
Yeah.
All right. There you go. D'Angelo, hit me up on that right now so I can send you the link. I said y'all, I was hoping he would come in here. And I said it. You know what I'm saying? I'm good.
D'Angelo lit a fire into some of those folks.
What?
He lit a fire.
Yes, he did.
But it was facts, yo.
Yeah, D'Angelo, just shoot me a quick email, and I will send you back the link to hop in here. You gotta come back in here, dog, for real.
Facts.
Yeah, you gotta come. He's like, I'm about to email you. All right, bet. Oh shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, because I've been making shorts. I've been doing all kinds of videos. Yeah. Come on up in here, bro. We need you. I'm so happy we finally got a hold of him, y'all. I'm so happy. Okay. But anyway,
game time was kind of mild in terms of what he feels about Caleb Downs, a little bit more realistic, but bro.
But I think a lot of people are those
dudes. A lot of those dudes, because that's what I think it was here in the chat. Some of the Dallas fans were talking about Ed Reed. There was another safety they were comparing to, and I was like, dude, the dude ain't even played a down of football yet.
Bro.
Like, slow your roll.
Bro, you saw Marcus was like, Caleb Downs is going to be better than Brian Dawkins.
Brian Dawkins,
like, I ain't even. Like, come on, I ain't even.
That's tomfoolery, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, got you.
That's on Momo's level. That's Momo's level right there.
He said Momo's level.
No, Uncle Ruckus, yeah. All right, D'Angelo, it's I just sent it to you. Come in here, man. Come in here. We finally got him, y'all. We finally got him. Fly Park said, "Ain't nobody Ed Reed."
Nah, bro. Ed Reed is one. Ed Reed is probably. Now, I'm not gonna say probably. Ed Reed is the best safety to ever play the game.
Yeah,
period.
That's the day. Well, like I told you, when he walked inside that building, he said, and they had him at the podium. He said, "Everybody's saying I'm going to be the next Ed Reed. I'm not trying to be that." He's like, "I'm just trying to be myself." So
thank you.
You already putting somebody on that type of like, we're not looking at Mekhi Lemon and saying, "Oh, you're going to be the next Mike Quick." Like, oh no, we ain't doing that. We just let's see what you can do.
Next Chris Carter.
Let's see what you can do. That's how we come into.
Hey y'all, he here.
What's going on, D'Angelo?
What's up? How y'all doing?
We good, bro. We good.
Man, good to hear from my boy. I jumped in. I jumped on Deion Brown when you was on there. I jumped on there towards the end. I was like, Leo, you wasting your time, because as you were starting to break it down and ask some questions about how he was the next Ed Reed, all of a sudden everybody got amnesia. Who said that? Mm-hmm. We would never say that. That's impossible.
Bro, I was trying to keep the peace by not putting the address on it. You know what I'm saying? But it didn't take long because who was it? Somebody was on there and said he's going to be the next Ed Reed, and it was like, see,
here's my thing. Here's my thing, Leo. And I was, as you was like breaking it down to me, he was like, look, man, I'm just telling y'all the reason why we had the conversation. And I was like, Leo, you gotta stop talking to him, because the thing is, man, when you talk to them and you leave with logic is out the window.
Yeah,
they haven't won nothing in 31 years. They ain't made this going on the third year of the playoffs, not making it. At this point, bro, you could sell them a motherfucking cup of Sonic Ice in the middle of a winter, they'll buy it from you. They'll buy anything at this point.
Right.
It's gotten that sad with them, bro. They'll buy anything. They're the most delusional fan base at this point. And it's like, Leo, you like, and I appreciate Leo, because you were like, I'm just saying, man, just giving you the numbers. If Ed Reed got 21 receptions and he only had 6, and somebody said, well, Caleb Downs only played 3 seasons. So I'm gonna do the quick math. If you got 6 interceptions in 3 years, which means you average 2 interceptions per year, how many interceptions were you probably gonna get you last year if you play all 4 years?
Right.
Another 2 interceptions. So you was gonna finish with 8. Ed Reed finished with 21 interceptions, y'all.
Right.
Well,
I'm
that's
like,
why I sent y'all that
Crazy.
those Makuba highlights. Mind you, Makuba got hurt almost halfway into the
Man.
season. When you look
Correct.
at Makuba, he's doing the most, bro. Like he's hitting,
Yep.
he's dropping back, he's coming downfield. Like, bro, they see what Makuba's doing and they want that to be their guy.
and Warren, you know what's funny about you bringing up Makuba in his highlights? They're in comments telling us that Makuba's tiny. I need y'all to understand that Makuba and Caleb Downs are the same size.
They're the same size.
They're the
Yep.
same size.
They're the same size,
Makuba's more wiry,
Yeah, he's
and
more
Downs
lit.
is more stock. It's more stocky.
Right.
That's
But
all.
they're the same size. You know what I'm saying?
But they don't want to hear that. Remember, they don't want to hear that.
Bro,
Nobody wants to hear that when you talk about their player that
D'Angelo.
they picked up.
Yep.
Yeah,
Look, bro, I was trying to, even when I'm just telling them, here's what the conversation was, because I wanted to straighten some things out that they were getting wrong about our talk. And I'm trying to tell them about the conversation, and I kept getting cut off because they wanted to argue the points of the conversation, and I'm like, we can't change it. It's already happened. We had this conversation like on Thursday or Friday, one of them days, but it's too late now. I'm just telling you, here I'm not interested in going over the finer points again. We've already had the conversation, but I am trying to tell you, like what's happening. And then hold on. Did you guys see Mark Holmes' latest video?
Nah, I don't really be watching them like that anymore.
Bruh.
It's hard to watch Mark, man.
Yeah.
Mark is moving into, he's slowly into Momo stratosphere.
Correct. And you know what it is, Lil, with Mark? Mark is so consumed. He's so consumed with the entertainment side of YouTube. And then you start to lose yourself, because when you try to put on and be this guy who wants to troll all the time, because you gotta remember, this is the highlight for Mark Holmes. Because once football starts, he can't run from this shit.
Right.
When football started, you go 7-9-1, you really at the crib emotional with tears in your eyes, fighting back tears. Now he want to go on a blocking spree. Now everybody's trying to bully him. So this is the highlight for him. And like I've gotten on him before, it's like, Mark, you say these things and you wonder why people come at you so tough. Like, why are you doing this? Like, he made a video today talking about he believes that Saquon better years are behind him. And I put in the comments, remember, y'all, this is the same guy who told y'all when the Eagles signed Saquon Barkley that Saquon Barkley, better days were behind him because Saquon was too inconsistent. Every time Saquon had a big game.
You remember who he got that from?
I don't remember. Don't tell me, Dan Cilio.
That's where he gets
sweet Jesus.
Once you understand that Mark Holmes is getting information from Dan Cilio when it comes to trolling the Eagles, like there's no point. Like,
Warren, here's the thing, right? And this is just me.
And
once you give a search,
take a look at the screen. Just take a look at the screen, just so you're clear. Like, this is the talk now. You see the question there.
Hold on, see.
Are y'all safeties faster than down? Let me know.
Makuba's definitely faster. Makuba's definitely faster. Makuba ran 4.45. Makuba ran 4.45. How fast is he? Hey Leo, when you was on Game Time Brian channel, did you hear what Joe DeMasi said about Caleb Downs? He said Caleb Downs is more of a natural cornerback, so he's gonna play nickel. Remember what I told y'all last discussion? How they're gonna move him close to the line? Did I tell you?
They're gonna try to hide him.
I told you. I told y'all this.
Right into that. He walked right into
it, and they're going to keep it. And then they're going to say, well, we move him to nickel because Deron Bland's on the outside. Deron Bland is your slot corner. You have to play him on the outside because you gave him all the money. You're hiding Caleb Downs because he flat out can't run. This is not a hard concept. This is not a hard concept.
So do y'all see them putting Caleb Downs kind of like that's their Cooper DeJean right now?
Yes and no. But here's the problem. When you look at Cooper DeJean, okay, honestly, and not this ain't no type of. I don't have to say pause.
Right.
You tell me an NFL player who fills out a DB that fills out an NFL uniform better than Cooper DeJean. Cooper DeJean was a rookie built like a fucking a damn He-Man out there.
Yeah.
Look like fucking He-Man out there. So again, when you put a uniform, you laugh, but it's the truth. When you throw a uniform on Caleb Downs, is he gonna look like Cooper DeJean out there in that nickel?
Right. No.
No. I want y'all to tell me what happens when they play against the Ravens and it's Caleb Downs 1-on-1 versus Derrick Henry.
He ain't doing what Coop did.
Hey, bro, send the prayers up, Leo. As you hit your blood, send the prayers up because I'm telling you right now, that might be his last game. Send the prayers up, bro.
Yeah. And thank you, Logan. Y'all hit the like button, please. Help me get those likes up.
And Logan, I am not on social media, brother. That's too time consuming. I work too much.
And I want to get into that for a hot second too, D'Angelo, because I clipped up the last show and everything, and because I told you stole the show, bro. It was dope. You know what I'm saying? But like, bruh, you stirred up a hornet's nest, and I thank you for that so much.
No problem.
Thank you, because these people have lost their minds. They don't know what to do. And when if we're going to play the stat game, and I brought this up, you know what I'm saying? You got to understand their conversation is only limited to the regular season. That's
definitely.
Once we start talking playoffs, conversation is over. The stats that stat game is over. And they never want to talk about that.
No, that's too hard for them, bro. But
Leo, you asked the question.
They look at it as low hanging fruit, but we looking at it as why you even, bro. The whole NFC East changed their teams, fired their coaches, switched up their players, released their players, all to compete with us.
Yep.
Correct.
They did all that just to compete with us. While we're slowly losing players, let's be real here. Since 2021, we slowly have been losing players and still stayed at the top.
Yeah, because of the depth that we had. When Javon Hargrave left, Milton stepped in. You know what I'm saying?
When we lost Fletcher Cox.
When we lost Fletcher Cox, yes. When we lost
Jason Kelsey.
Yeah, Cam Jurgens.
We lost Josh Sweat, what they say.
Yeah,
correct.
Y'all lost Josh Sweat, Isaiah Rodgers.
Yep.
All these boys, how y'all gonna be able to compete?
Yep. That was what we get. Go ahead.
We're the only team that's built for the fire. We can go through the fire and come out unscathed. And Leo, while you on Game Time's channel, you asked a question, and it honestly fucked them up today. You asked a simple question: are you getting the RI on Dak? And they kept stuttering. They're flustered. Everybody's mad at each other, and you had to pry out of D, and D's the only person who's being honest.
Yep.
You're not getting your RI. How are you going to listen? You and Rob are making the point I've been trying to explain to Cowboy fans all the time. I don't want to hear about him being a 4th round draft pick when you made him the highest paid player in NFL history. Not the highest paid. He's the highest paid player in NFL history, y'all.
Twice.
You got 2 playoff wins in 11 seasons. If that man was in Philadelphia, we'd have packed his shit for him. He'd have came home. There'd have been a for sale sign in front of his house. Me, everybody been out there. Hey man, put this shit in the box and get him up out of here. Yeah, that's who we are as a fan base. But that's not who they are. So they find ways to make it seem like we just arrogant Eagle fans. We don't know ball. You can't call him a bust because he put on regular season stats. Y'all are talking about stats because you never win nothing.
Yep.
That's why them stats mean so much to you. That's why going to the Pro Bowl means so much to you.
Stats are for parlays and fantasy.
Correct. You think I give a let me tell you something, bro. Warren. If we lose week 1 to the Commanders, Saquon could run for 500 yards. Don't y'all look for me. I ain't coming. I'm gonna be somewhat pissed off with all the lights off. I don't give a shit about stats. We paid you already. I want to win. Did we win the game? Yes or no? We didn't win. Don't look for me.
Yeah.
That's why I don't have my own YouTube page.
That's the tricky part about being an Eagles fan, though, at the end of the day. We don't need stats. We don't care about stats.
No, we just want
Correct.
But everybody else in the league cares about your stats. But we've seen these quarterbacks throw for 400 yards a game, 300
Get them, Linda. Get
and
them.
we haven't seen any results out of it.
But see, Warren, here's the thing. And Kanye West, I said it last time, Kanye West has the greatest quote ever made. People without land will settle for a brand. Y'all ain't won shit. So that's why y'all care about the stats so much. You think I care that Dak had 515 passing yards and they lost by a touchdown? I don't give a shit. You lost. I want to win. Only thing, everything is results driven in my life. When I go to work, I have to win. When I'm at home, I gotta win. So when Sunday get here, I need to win. If we're not winning, y'all can forget. Y'all can miss me with it. Oh, D'Angelo's a sore loser. Yes, I'm a sore loser. I want to win. I waited all week for this damn game. We lost. I don't care.
And guess what? You know what? Go ask Tom Brady in 2017, where he broke a record for the most yards thrown. Ask him if he cared about that over losing the Super Bowl.
He doesn't care. Tom Brady said that Super Bowl cut him the most. He said that one cut him the most.
Yeah. I don't think
no one gives a shit.
Well, you know what, Angelo? I've gone on record to say that you could look at pictures of Jalen Hurts before we went to the Super Bowl, and then you could look at pictures of Jalen Hurts after, and he ain't been right since. Ever since we lost that Super Bowl, you know, like his smiles, all that shit. And I feel like nothing changed. I mean, yeah, he gets to say, because remember when the dude said, hey, you just was voted Super Bowl MVP, and he was running on the field, he said, man, I'm Super Bowl champ. You know what I'm saying? That's all he cared about. You know what I'm saying?
Because, Leo, there's going to come a time when all the dust settles, when none of this shit matters. Yep. It's all going to be the same thing. Like I don't think people realize who Matt Ryan was. Matt Ryan is, I think last time was like top 10 in passing yards and touchdowns. No one gives a shit. You want to know why? Because Matt Ryan never won it. Matt Ryan has an MVP season. He had like 55 touchdowns and 5 interceptions, y'all. No one talks about that season. You want to know why? Because in February, in that same season, they lost to the fucking Patriots. They only are known for that collapse.
Yep.
Did you win or not?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's that simple.
And Falcons fans do not tout Matt Ryan to Buccaneers fans like Cowboy fans tout Dak Prescott to us.
Correct.
It's like, but did you win?
That's it. Did you win?
Did you win? No.
That's the whole reason why we love this sport.
But
the whole purpose of
it. And Warren, did you see the NFC East clash? Did you see it?
Yeah, I watched it.
Okay. So whenever we talk like this, you know what I'm saying? You know, that's when they throw out the line. Take away the winning. Take out the winning. Whoa.
But you got to look at who you're talking to. You got to look at we're not having a clash with Chiefs fans and like Seahawks fans and 49. We're not having a clash with them. We're having a clash with our division that we end up being on top.
Also, before we get away from this, because I can't let this go, y'all. Leo, when you were on Game Time Brian's channel earlier, and when you challenged them and you questioned, you know, the Ed Reed comparisons, and Game Time said, I would not compare him to Ed Reed. I'd probably compare him to Rod Woodson. I need y'all to hear me. I almost died, y'all. Listen, I need y'all to hear me out. A lot of people have Deion as the greatest DB of all time. I disagree with that assessment. The greatest DB of all time is Rod Woodson.
Okay.
Now they didn't have the combine back then, okay? Right. But I need y'all to hear me out. Rod Woodson came out of Pitt, and this was confirmed by numerous sources. He ran 4.28 in the combine. 4.28.
4.28 is crazy.
But like I need people to understand what's going on. Right. Rod Woodson, 6 foot, 205 pounds. I couldn't even model my game behind Rod Woodson because he was faster than everybody else and he hit harder than everybody else. I'm not even gonna give y'all Rod Woodson pro stats because it would blow y'all mind if I realized how many interceptions he had, how many pick sixes, you know, how many kickoff, how many punts he returned for touchdowns. It's absolutely sick. And it's like, y'all, game time. You can't just say these people's name. It has meaning when you say this shit. When you say, I'm gonna compare Caleb Downs to Rod Woodson.
Yeah, it's disrespectful to them,
bro. What like when you say these things, this shit bothers me. Like it irks my nerve to hear these type of things.
Yeah.
They're so desperate. They're so desperate to have something. You're going to compare
thirst. It's
a
a
rookie that
thirst
hasn't
they
put
got.
one down to one of the greatest of all time. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like they don't even make DBs like Rod Woodson anymore. Rod Woodson is the fast version of Ronnie Lott. He's the speed version of Steve Atwater. Separate body from ball. We don't even have that. We don't even have the guy who separates body from ball anymore. These guys get kicked out the league now. You see what I'm saying? These guys get fined their whole salary. These guys don't play in the league anymore. So when you say shit like that, it bothers people like myself. Like you can't even call him Charles Woodson. Charles played both sides of the ball at Michigan. We're not doing this. We're not doing this.
Right. But that's what
I refuse.
And then I asked because someone was like, yeah, you know, like they've got 15 new guys on defense that and they don't know who's going to be a starter and who isn't. And I'm like, and y'all supposed to be doing what against us again? And y'all supposed to be, huh? How is this? And then that's when you realize, like, what am I doing? I did it again. I got caught up in the. You have to pull back, Leo, because here's the thing, right? You come from a standpoint of just wanting to talk ball. I just want to talk ball with you. I want to be sincere with you. I want to have a discussion with you. But you can't do that because there comes that playoff discussion, then they shut you down from there because they know they can't have a discussion. And just so y'all, just for y'all in the comments who worried about, Rod Woodson at Purdue had 11 interceptions. So again, how are y'all comparing this man to a guy who had 6 career interceptions to a guy who had 11? A 4-8 guy. And that was actually game time. That's the person to ask. Like, okay, but Rod Woodson had more. Like, huh? His numbers.
When and where? Like when you say these things have meaning. At Purdue, bro. Like these things have, when you say this shit has a meaning to it. Like every running back you draft, you never hear people say this is the next Emmitt Smith. Because it means something. You see what I'm saying? What's the last everybody say?
Yo, D'Angelo, I didn't even get a chance to bring up the fact that Javonte Williams only had 60 more yards than Saquon yesterday.
You can never get to that point. They're never going to accept that. You can't get to that point. You're never going to accept it.
And he looks terrible and
correct
stuff. And it's like you got you Stockholm syndrome. Jerry had y'all trained. Jerry got y'all trained. Like y'all don't even hear yourselves. That's how good. Like damn, you know.
Jerry got them trained well.
Jerry Moore.
It's a wild dynamic because, and this is the funny thing, man. I don't know how we got labeled as these ignorant fans because we don't do film sessions that we don't know football. All Eagles do is trade. All we do is troll.
I don't think they doing film sessions, D'Angelo.
Uncle Drew comes in. Uncle Drew will troll them, but he's giving them facts. Like that's the cool thing about comedy, right? Because you're giving them a percentage of the truth. We just give it to where you can absorb it.
Facts.
Like when Uncle Drew is chopping up Dak, he's giving you the facts though. You just don't want to accept it because Uncle Drew said it. It's a fact though.
That's the problem.
Yeah, they just want to.
That's the whole problem.
I'm like, I'm not trolling. I'm telling you the real.
It's uncontrolled, and I get so frustrated. Like I said, I'm typically in the comments just like, bro, what is wrong with these people? But at the same time, you got to remember they got to talk this shit at the end of May, early June. Because boy, when you put that ball in that tee, Warren, you in Dallas, you know, when you put that ball in the tee, let me tell y'all something. If y'all come to listen, if y'all come to Dallas, bro, and come like to a game, you can go to a game, you can go to a restaurant. They are petrified of Eagle fans, bro. Really? They know.
Because
they know,
bro. That we out there.
Mm-hmm. They know.
Ellie Green everywhere, bro.
We everywhere. We are here, bro, because the fact of the matter is we've always been here. Like I keep trying to explain to them, y'all are trying to take me back to 1995, and I ain't going back. I'm gonna live right now. You're going to talk to me right now. You're sitting here telling me about how good life was when Jordan was in Chicago wearing pinstripes. I don't care. I do not care.
I was telling them, D'Angelo, that they got Eagle fan bases like in San Antonio, Houston, all that. The last the game against the Cowboys at Jerry World, they were pulling up in charter buses.
Yes.
Charter
Yes.
buses.
That's how
Wow.
we travel, y'all. That's how we
They're
travel.
pulling up in charter buses, 5-hour drive just to go see the Eagles play.
Bro,
Dude,
I'm super
at
Warren, do you
SoFi,
Mm.
I've gone to the last 3 times the Eagles played here at SoFi,
Yeah.
and bro, we take over SoFi Stadium. It'd be like 70-30, 60-40.
Really?
Uncle
Dude,
Drew,
and
Uncle Drew, I was
the
there.
Rams got a big like fan base. They're not as rabid or as knowledgeable. You know, they more casual, but we take
Mm-hmm.
over this stadium, bro. I took my wife to her very first football game when we played the Chargers the year we won the Super Bowl, and they were playing at like a smaller stadium, a smaller venue, while SoFi was being made. It had to been like 90 to 10, 90% Eagles fans. All you saw was green. It was a home game, literally.
Really? We
It
can
was
see
a
it on
home game.
TV. You just don't like. I like to see it in person myself, but
Bro,
You gotta come out, bro.
I know,
Dude.
man.
But
I
it's
know.
on
for sure.
Thanksgiving though, so that's the thing.
Yeah, that's why I was like,
Yeah.
all
Hey,
right,
I'm gonna
maybe
have
this
to
year.
catch it next year. I'm gonna have to catch
Yeah.
it next year. I would love to go to Arlington. I
Yeah.
would go
It's
Arlington.
it's
Dude,
it's
I
a
would
whole
go
different vibe,
Arlington.
bro. It's a whole
Dude,
different
I would
vibe.
go in. Man, next
Yeah,
year
we
for
See
sure.
Kelly
yeah,
Green in the stadium. It's crazy.
y'all
I'm
have
going
to
Kelly Green guy.
like and y'all have to understand something. And Uncle John, if I told you this, but I was actually at the Rams game with my wife, and when we were coming in, they were like, "Bro, every time y'all play us, y'all show up and do this to us." Like
Yep.
every time, every time we show up because we travel like that, y'all. It got to a point where I remember that it was Cowboy fans who used to come on social media like, "Stop selling y'all tickets," because Eagle fans are buying up all the tickets and showing up
Oh
to the
yeah.
game and taking over the stadium. I remember them making them PSAs.
I heard about
I
that.
remember that.
Yep.
I heard about that. Like they were asking people to stop selling their tickets to Eagle fans. That's terrible.
Yeah,
That don't
yeah.
happen in
So
Philly.
y'all definitely don't have in Philly. You couldn't give Cowboy fans free tickets to come to Philly. They're not coming.
No.
They're not. They're petrified of us. They're not coming. And if they come, they're not wearing no Cowboys jersey.
Yeah.
All that tough talking. Oh, they talk so tough when they're online. Oh, we Dallas Cowboys for life. You going to Philly? Nah, bro, I ain't gonna be able to make it. I'm gonna go to the Commanders game, bro. It's too cold in Philly. I'm gonna just go ahead and go to New York to the Giants game. Go give me some pizza in New York. They scared of us, bro. Petrified. Because the fact of the matter is, when it boiled down to it, we gonna kick y'all ass on the field, and we might kick y'all ass in the parking lot, and they know it. So,
Hey, D'Angelo, and the
what's up,
link
brother?
is, look, I grew up going to Veteran Stadium, bro. I grew up going to the Vet was raw.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, the vet was a zoo. The vet was a zoo. The younger crowd who goes now, they haven't
Never
experienced
had.
anything yet. The younger
They've
crowd has
never
no
experienced it.
idea.
The
The
link
vet
is
was too
mild.
wild.
The
Yeah,
link is
Yeah.
mild compared to the
Compared
Vet.
to
The
that.
yeah,
Vet was vicious.
yeah. See,
Yeah.
and see the cool thing is, you go to the link now, man. It's sophisticated. We got all this nice shit. Jeffrey Lord spent all this money. You know what I'm saying? Everybody on their best behavior. Man, you used to go to the link, man. It was knocked down, brass knuckles in that bitch. It was going down in there. Eagle fans was
Shout
fighting
out,
each other. Shit don't go right.
real quick. Shout out to Master Eagle, man. I so appreciate you, man. Master Eagle just gifted 10 BirdSection memberships, man. You the bomb.com. Thank you so much, man. I so appreciate you. And shout out to Linda Kyers with the $5 super chat. She said, at Texas Boy 1, how can Dak own the NFC East when Jalen Hurts has won it 60% of the time since they've both been in the league? Linda, Texas Boy 1 is counting the entire 11 years, whereas Jalen's only been in the league for 7 of them and a starter in 6 out of the 7. You know what I'm saying? Because his first year here, Carson was the quarterback.
Well, you also remember this, Leo. This is another problem you have with that whole discussion. When Hurts wins, if Dak Prescott is hurt because he's always hurt, then it don't count. But if Dak Prescott beats the Eagles, it don't matter who we got injured. It still counts for him because that's how Cowboys do. If they win, it counts. Right. But if we win, it's an asterisk. They've been doing this for years.
D'Angelo, according to Texas Boy 1, Warren does not exist because he says nobody in Texas outside with an Eagles jersey, you can't find one guy.
Wow.
Warren,
okay.
Like
well,
he just told
okay.
you from the whole face of the earth.
You should come to Houston. You should come to Houston, Texas, and come downtown. There's a whole Eagles bar, literally. Now I don't go because I watch the games in my house. We have a whole bar.
Eagles bars out here.
So, yes, we have a whole bar and it's packed every Sunday. I don't go because I get Sunday ticket in my house. I like that.
Texas Girl 1 is AI.
Okay. Makes sense. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. He is. It does. Oh, so all right. Ain't nobody. All right. So let me kick him out of here. Texas Boy 1, you really AI?
and I know we have Eagles bars in LA because there's one off El Segundo, and I went to it a couple years ago. So I know we're everywhere, bro.
Denial.
Correct. Correct. I know.
Look, he with him. Tavares is co-signing it. You know what I'm saying? So Warren, you don't exist, dog.
That's funny.
Crazy.
That's funny. I got video. I got footage. So.
It's AI. It's AI. You made it up. You're not real. Thomas Stevens said, as someone that is working to visit every stadium, other stadiums I've been to, the link stands alone. It is just a vibe, if like no other. But I would never suggest going as a visiting team. I don't know if that is a good thing or a bad thing. Warren, you got a story about that with that kind
What's
of
that?
Bringing a Cowboys fan to.
Oh yeah. I brought a Cowboys fan out to the link, bro.
Start from the beginning. Tell everybody how you came.
I was just telling my boy. So my boy's a Cowboys fan. I told him we need to we go to one Cowboys game. I take you to an Eagles game.
Hold on. Tavares, he's from Arlington. He's home. He's from Arlington.
Who said that? Oh, Myles Garrett? Yeah.
Is in town, but
he's from Arlington. He only lives I forgot where he lives, but he's only less than an hour away.
Yeah. What are you doing, man? Tavares, what are you doing? Stop.
Yeah, he went to Arlington Martin, bro. He went to Martin High School. What are you talking about, fam?
This is why we think y'all slow.
It's just like Derrick Henry. It's just like
when you do stuff like this, you're not representing your fan base very well.
But I think that's us just giving it attention though too.
Yeah, but he's just he making them look slow. You know what I'm saying? Like he making the whole fan base like you don't deserve to be a Arlington Cowboys fan. You don't deserve it. People gonna end up revoking your membership. Just like
there's so many players out here that just live out in Dallas to where when they come out here don't mean anything. Like if that's the case, why didn't they sign Derrick Henry?
Right. Yeah. Right.
There's no property tax and there's no city tax in Texas, y'all. Like that's why they're all here. That's nothing to the Cowboys, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
You can't get a better bang for your buck. No one can have a house this size and only pay $5 million for it, guys. That's how it works.
Look, Ward. Look what Shardy said. Look, Drew. Did Mark Holmes airport source confirm Miles and? You know what that means, right there. You know what they're talking about.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, man. It's hilarious.
That's hilarious.
They did the same shit. They did the same shit with Max Crosby, bro. The same shit with Max the whole time.
Miles Garrett said he wants to go to a winning organization. That's what Miles Garrett said.
So he only came here. He only came here to get some chicken from Rudy's then, because he damn sure don't want to play for the Cowboys. I can tell you that now.
He went to Hard 8 to go get some barbecue.
And Leo, you were like, yeah, well, you know what I'm saying, Miles Garrett played for a winner. Marcus says, yeah, well, you want to come to the Cowboys. So Leo goes, oh shit, well, Why would he leave Cleveland to go to the Cowboys then? He was like, because we have a better chance.
He ain't gonna want to go from one shit show to another shit show. You know what I'm saying? Better the devil you know than the one you don't know, and you don't want like
bingo.
Like, nah, you know what, man? Unless I mean, look, like I said, my man has the no trade clause. Okay, so you can say whatever the hell you want. He has to approve it at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And if and look, he may very well say yes. You don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he want to, but I don't know. I'm like, for me, I'm just like, okay. You know what I'm saying? All right.
But my question is, let's just say Myles Garrett goes over there, what are you giving up for him?
That's the thing.
What are you giving up for him?
Exactly.
Y'all just getting him. What are you giving
up something?
Because even with Myles Garrett on that defense, you're not going to the Super Bowl. You might make the playoffs, but you're not going to the Super Bowl.
You're not even gonna make the playoffs, Neil, because you're not one piece away. You're not one piece away. Myles Garrett
giving up a lot for Myles Garrett, so now
correct.
You put yourself back. You're setting yourself back now. You got Myles Garrett on your team.
Yeah. If I'm a Cowboys fan, I don't want
that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it would be
and again, this is the most.
I need people to stop falling in love with names. Stop falling in love with names.
Yep.
Actually, look at who you got. Look at your coaching staff and say, can they develop this player? Can they do something with this player?
And look how much money you got.
But y'all know what's the funny part about the whole situation? They're too busy telling us about Myles Garrett rumors. Here's an idea: if y'all would just pay Michael Parsons, you wouldn't have to worry about a pass rusher. You goofballs. You're hustling backwards. This makes absolutely no sense. You are more invested in trying to get somebody else pass rusher because you refuse to pay your own. This is goofy. This is some of the most goofy shit I've ever heard of.
That's what we saying, bro. Like, at the end of the day, like, what are we doing here?
And that's the part. And D'Angelo, listen to me, bro. Like, look at what this. Here we go. Mark Holmes destroyed Philly 500. His ass still cry. Even Big Sill's making fun of him. Got Xander going against him, having the Cowboys winning NFC East.
Well, if anybody doesn't know, Sills played for the Cowboys.
Right.
He played for the Cowboys. He's a huge fan of Jimmy Johnson. He has a cowboy helmet in the background. Like, let's be real here, fellas. Like, we know it's not meant. It's on an Eagles channel, but it's not meant for Eagles fans.
Put it like this, Warren. The year we went Super Bowl and won it, right?
Yeah.
And Sills came out and told everybody we was gonna win 5 games that season. He had us going 5-12. Y'all, Sills should be done. Nothing Sills says should be ever taken serious after that. He picked us to go 5-12. We won the Super Bowl, y'all, and we didn't just win it. We were stomping shit the whole way through. But wasn't sneaking by off a 65-yard field goal like they got with Aubrey in Dallas. We was curb stomping people. And this man said 5-12. I ignore people like that. Once you say that, I'm done.
Rob A., do me a favor, man. Shoot me a quick email here, and I'm gonna send you the link to hop in here. All right.
Hey, I like Rob A a lot. I like Rob A a lot.
Read Rob A's chat right there.
Yeah. There you go. All that Myles Garrett talk made a little sense before the draft, but Dallas used up all their draft capital, and Texas boy won. I destroyed Mark Holmes. That's why he makes videos about me lately. Facts. Hey, Rob A., shoot me a quick email at that address right there, and I'm going to respond with the link because I want you to hop in here. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to put it on in the chat yet. Okay, not yet, because I think are we? Yeah. What did we say we was going? We said we was going to open it up to just Cowboy fans.
Yeah, I want a Cowboys fan's true opinion, like Texas boy. Come on in.
You know what I'm saying? Well, not yet. You know what I'm saying? Because I like how this is going. If Rob A hops in here, you know what I'm saying? he's going to stir them up even more for us. You see what I'm saying? And then we should get somebody who is willing to have a genuine intellectual type conversation.
I just want to know the logic.
I do too. I really want to get to the bottom of it, but that's the part that's really, really hard for me to get to. You know what I'm saying? P. Samuel said, I had to stop listening to Cilio. That's just bad sports radio like 94 W. Yo, P. So what we be doing,
y'all understand what they're doing. Y'all understand what they're doing. They know the Eagles fan base is one of the growing fan bases in the league right now. Yeah. So any type of content you put up there is gonna get views. It's gonna get subs. It's gonna get all that. Yeah. So you don't see any new content creators for the Browns. Like you don't see any of that. You don't see any Miami Dolphins content creators coming up because there's nothing to talk about. Understand, we put money in people's pockets. The Eagles put money in people's pockets.
Yeah.
Just talking about them. Jalen Hurts puts money in people's pockets.
Correct. And you have to understand something, y'all. Wins and losses are a very demonstrative stat because it's either a yes or a no. When they do this stat thing and they're trying to thread the needle, we don't care about that. You making 6 videos about why Dak should be ahead of Justin Herbert, I could care less. Both of them are career losers. Why would I give a shit? Neither one of y'all won anything, and that bothers them.
Well, but see, that's the thing. When Cowboy fans, particularly content creators, a lot of times don't do well with informed Eagles fans, and you see it. I mean, you hear Texas Boy and Martin. I used to tell people all the time, especially Cowboy fans, like, listen, you might want to chill out with parroting 94 WIP. Oh, what you mean? I ain't parroting nobody. I'm like, no. I don't think you realize it. But at the moment y'all start talking, every little dig you throw out, we know exactly where it comes from. You tell on yourself without realizing you're telling on yourself.
Leo, you know the thing that had me scratching my head today because I keep hearing the same sentiment. If you stick Dak on that Eagles team with that Eagles defense, he'd have won a Super Bowl. Are y'all forgetting that Dak is? But Dak,
hop in.
Dak has had top 5 defenses in his career, y'all. I think that Cowboy fans keep forgetting that. Like, we remember when y'all had the NFL leading rusher. He's had top running games. He didn't win because he's not a winner. That's how this works. See, winners find ways to win, and losers continue losing. That's why you're a loser. It's very simple yet complex. He don't win you nothing because he's a loser.
Why do y'all feel like they come and they like to bash our quarterback, but then on the other end they got a quarterback that hasn't taken them anywhere? Why do y'all feel like? Why isn't the real question who's going to be their back? Who's going to be the next person in line for QB for the Cowboys? Why is that not a debate? Why is that not a discussion?
And real quick, shout out to Rob A, who just entered the building. This is one of the dopest panels I've ever had. Wait, what happened to Drew? Oh shit! What up, Rob?
He fell off, my man. What's going on?
Hey, bro, I got D'Angelo in here. You know what I'm saying? You guys have met before, right?
I've seen his stats numerous times. Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Rob A's my guy. I be needing Rob A. He get on that ass. I love Rob A.
I have much love to this panel right here. This was a good fucking panel.
Bro. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And listen, y'all, please hit the like button. Make sure you go over to the Eagles Collective podcast. Rob A, can you drop the link to your channel? You know what
I don't have one, bro. But once I get one, I'll drop that link and all you guys are invited.
Yes, sir.
Get the fuck out of here. Wait, Rob.
What's up, Rob?
No, my man, I've been so busy with work, bro. I'm growing clients left and right. I just don't have no damn time to put a channel up. All I try to do is contribute and give you guys content when I jump on your guys' live stream. So thanks for
That's what's up.
And boy, do you contribute.
That's what's up, Rob.
Hey, I try, my brothers. I try to represent our Eagles Nation proud. You know, I text Mark Holmes talking shit every time he's trying to, take a jab at us Eagles, and kind of have to put him in his place. And I just try to represent well.
You did a great job.
And you know, Rob, the reason why you're so important to us as far as what you contribute, because you have to pull people like Mark Holmes back. Okay, now I'm gonna give it to you. See the problem is
with the $2 super chat. She said Dak had CD and GP last year and went 7-9-1. And Rob A, I got fucked up, man. So you're telling me Rob A and D'Angelo don't have YouTube channels?
Don't have one.
No, but we always in the comments, bro.
Yes,
Me and Rob Bay talk all the time in the comments, man. And it's funny, right? Because without Rob Bay, the Mark Holmes of the world are able to have this big voice. And the thing is, you have to separate Mark Holmes, the football fan, versus Mark Holmes, the content creator. And people who don't understand that he's doing this for entertainment, you need the Rob Bays and the Uncle Drews to say, "Hey, Mark, stop," because people are starting to run with that shit. Like, stop pushing this bullshit.
But that's what happened with me.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? That's exactly what happened to me. And the problem, the bigger problem was that D'Angelo, you got to understand, on Mark's channel, they crucified me when we hired Kellen Moore.
Yeah.
Oh no, I was there, Leo. I was there. I was in the comments, Leo. I remember it.
They crucified me, and I'm begging for information. Tell me about Kellen Moore, and they, drugged me all over the place. And that was when I was being respectful, Cowboy safe space, all that stuff. And they took me through the mud. And then I finally just went on Snap and said, "Yo, Kellen's never had this kind of talent all at one time. You know what happens when this happens?" And then we actually won the Super Bowl. And when we won the Super Bowl, after that, and I said, I'm going to be insufferable. And I'm going to, and the moment that happened, because I was really dialed in and all this other stuff, Mark couldn't handle it.
He couldn't. You called him right after the Super Bowl, and he ignored your call the first time around, and then when he took it, he was just dead silent. I remember.
And Leo, let me tell you what he did. And I was there the whole time in the comments laughing. So what he did was he made it seem like you wasn't respecting his channel, when reality was he didn't want to eat that fucking crow. That crow was baked and it was thick and it was dry. He did not want to eat that crow. He did not. He did the same thing that Louis T fucking did. They make 25 videos about you. Say it, Leo. Say it. Leo's like, shit, I'm saying we're going to win Super Bowl. So when you grabbed your nothing was a man up and we won it, now all of a sudden you're not welcome back because you're disrespecting the channel. Right. Now Cowboy fans don't want to hear from you.
He said because of me he was losing subscribers. And I was like, what?
Leo, the only thing he lost was sleep. The Eagles had that confetti fall, that midnight green confetti, and he was losing sleep, bro. He wasn't losing no followers.
He also lost some fucking dignity along the line with that too, and it was obvious because Mark's whole ammo is he wants to control the narrative. And if you don't go with his narrative, you ain't welcome on his channel.
Correct.
Because if you give him pushback and you ain't like a yes sir to him or going along with what he's saying, then you're disrespectful. You're not allowed on my channel. You're this, you're that.
And Rob, here's the thing. You're 1,000% right. And this thing I keep trying to tell people. Y'all gotta understand something. Mark is 60 years old. Okay, he can blink an eye, and Mark be almost kissing 100. He's seen all these Super Bowls. He gives y'all. He's literally giving you the highlights from when Billy White shoes and when Roger the Dodger was playing. The rest of you guys who follow Mark, you've never experienced this. So stop trying to live vicariously through him. Like, understand something. The last time Mark's in the Super Bowl, he was 30 years old. He's 60 with white hair. Like, I'm tired of y'all telling me about the good old days.
No, that's Mark Anthony Fitness age. That's crazy.
Bingo.
Yeah. He's his son's age. Yeah.
And he has a right to tell you about how great it was when they beat whoever back when the sky was black and white. You guys have never experienced. He was there. You guys weren't there.
Yeah. Wade Walker.
Come on, man. I get on walk away there all the time. Like, I'm gonna listen, brother.
Yeah.
You're not gonna tell me how bad Jalen Hurts is, and you built a shrine of Troy Aikman. The original bus
That's
driver,
great.
the ultimate bus driver is Troy Aikman.
Right.
The man threw the ball
Ultimate
14
bus
times.
driver.
14 times in a game.
Logan Motorsport said, to be honest, I miss seeing you on Mark's channel, Leo. Please read this. You know what?
He
Logan,
does too.
You got to be like the 30th person to say that to me, because everyone, like the folks that like I communicate with or that communicate with say the same thing. They be like, "Yo, Leo, ever since you left, his channel's not been the same. The channel member thing." He was like, "It's not the same. It's
not.
It's
flat."
Yeah,
Leo. Do you remember the episode when you and Eugene came on? Y'all had came on to his show. That was his best. That was his best episode ever, man. Like let's just go ahead and call a spade a spade. He never had that. He never had that retrospect. So like he never had that. Like so you were blessing him. You were blessing him.
The only other time we got those views is beyond when Eugene was on there is his meltdowns, because people want to see his ass fail. He runs his mouth, and the shit that goes viral is him falling out of his chair, him passed out by the toilet, all that shit. If you go and look at the stats, those are the most viewed videos of his is when he's melting down.
Wow. And I like the guy.
You know what he reminds me of? He reminds me of Floyd Mayweather. People watch him fucking lose. They want to see him fail. Yeah. He runs his mouth. He's like Floyd Mayweather.
Yes.
They watch him fail.
Yes.
And Rob, here's the thing. Rob, I like the guy because again, when he's giving you this historical and he's giving you the background of how it was in 1971. I wasn't around in 71. I don't listen to you ramble about that shit. But you cannot tell me you were born in 1994 and you're telling me about all the Super Bowls you watched. Man, get out of my face. I don't want to hear that shit.
Because you know what? Mark's I think it's his wife. I'm not sure. Somebody, I think it is his wife. She used to work for the United West.
Yeah,
and he got to go to a bunch of Super Bowl like activities and stuff like that. He's got a dope ass Roger Staubach story of actually driving in the car with them.
Right.
Like
he's driving them around, wasn't he?
Like I even as an Eagles fan, I had to admit there are some stories that Mark has that even I gotta fucking respect. So when he was telling that story about Roger Staubach, I'm sitting there like, what? I know how important that is for a Cowboys fan to have that experience. And I told him, I'm so happy you got to have that. As a friend, I'm happy you got to have that experience. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a one in a million, shot opportunity to be able to have Roger Staubach in my car. That's beyond dope. I've said this in the comments before. I don't know if Rob A knows this. I went to Super Bowl Minnesota. I went to the Super Bowl Minnesota, and when we won, I came out of it. I had my Randall Cunningham jersey on top of my hoodie, and Randall Cunningham seen me and tapped me on the shoulder and ended up signing my jersey. So like shit like that is like life changing. Yeah, at the Super Bowl, it was insane. Yeah, bro. Randall Cunningham signed my jersey, bro. It was insane. All right, here's my one story. My one story is dating this girl in high school. We go out. We went out on a date. I bring her home. She says, "You want to come in?" I'm like, sure. We go inside. We cut through the garage. In the garage, I see, two dope ass cars. Like a big body Benz and a Lexus, and I was like, damn. You know what I'm saying? And we go inside, and she said, "Hey, let's go up to my room." And I'm like, "We can, we can go to your room?" And she's like, "Yeah, So I'm like, "Oh, okay." And she was like, "Shit, my brother's home." And I was like, so I'm thinking, oh, so that means go back downstairs. And she was like, "No, come on, you come to my room." And I'm like, "Okay." And I can hear, like, we walked past his room, and I can hear him talking. He was on the phone, and I could hear him, but I couldn't see him. You know what I'm saying? So we go to the room. First thing I do is I sit my ass on the beanbag in the corner because I'm not comfortable at this point. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I'm sitting there. I'm just not comfortable. Her brother, and this is her older brother, is in the fucking other room and you got me in here. I don't, but okay. And it didn't even dawn on me, you know what I'm saying? Because I just said, oh wow, I didn't know you were a Dolphins. I'm thinking she's a Dolphins fan and everything. Next thing I know, I hear, Dina, you in there? She's like, yeah. Troy Vincent walks in.
No, Troy Vincent.
Holy shit.
And look, y'all, I'm sitting
Holy
there,
shit.
right? I'm mind you, I'm sitting there, right? And he walked in, and when he walked in, you know how when someone's walking in and they walk in talking,
Yeah.
hey, I just want to know, oh, what's up, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm sitting on the floor. I swear to God, dog, I shit you not. All I could do is just, first of all, just be thankful I'm sitting on this damn beanbag. You know what I'm saying? And I said to myself, if this motherfucker hit me, I'm dead. But it was like, that's because I'm thinking I'm busted. And I gotta tell you, he was like, hey, what's up, man? He was like, I'm Troy. I was like, oh, what's good, money? I'm you know what I'm saying? Yeah, all right, yeah. I'm Leo. He's like, yeah, man, nice to meet you, man. Dina, did you say so? And did you do blah, 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 blah? And she was like, yeah, I took it down. They whatever it was he wanted, that's what he came in there to get. You know what I'm saying? And she told him where to go look for it, and he found it and then left. And so I'm sitting there the whole fucking time, and I'm like, Troy Vincent's your brother? You know what I'm saying? Now I'm looking at all the Dolphins. I'm looking at all the Dolphins posters and shit, and it's making sense. It's all Troy. and I'm
That's
thinking,
dope.
wait a minute.
That's
So fast forward. We're dating. She graduates and has her graduation party. Now, at this point, interestingly enough, her and their family joined my church. I invited them to church one Sunday, and they ended up joining my church, right? And so her mom and my mom became friends, you know what I'm saying? And her dad and me, we got to be cool. Her brother, you know what I'm saying? Her other brother, like all of them, we were all like, we were just getting in, we're a couple. All right, anywho. We get to the graduation part, and her mom made me bring my mom with me, right? And we're in there, and we get there, and she's hugging everybody. I'm hugging her, and then she says, "Oh, here go Troy. Oh, he brought Marco. This motherfucker had Brian Cox, and Marco Coleman with him. Big ass motherfucker.
That's funny.
Big ass.
That's awesome, dude. That's awesome.
So now I'm sitting there, and I'm I was like, oh shit, because first thing he do, he make a beeline to me and introduces me. This is the boyfriend, y'all. Oh, and you know what I did? This is what I did. I was like, hey, nice to meet you. This is my mom right here.
You lost all that bass in your voice, huh?
I'm telling you.
Rob, it's different. Brian Cox is still
Lord.
a big motherfucker. Even when he ain't in uniform, I still see the board in the back of his head. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And Marco Coleman is just, these are some rather large human beings. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But thank God I had my mom there with Mrs. Bodley, and she introducing them and everything. And they, so it wasn't like I was threatened or anything like that. Right. But it was fun. It was that was the story, but goddamn. Yeah. That's my Eagles fandom or whatever thing you want to call it. You know what I'm saying?
And that's dope, man. So like when Mark is going down memory lane, he's tapping into it. It's extremely entertaining. But when you decide every offseason that the Cowboys magic got better and the Eagles magic got worse, I don't understand it. Like it becomes hard. Like, man, what is wrong with this guy? Like, what part do y'all not get that we have Howie Roseman? We're talking about the best in football, and you think that somehow we taking steps backwards. So you think that Howie Roseman evaluated Dallas Goedert, he hit on Zach Ertz before that, but Eli Stowers somehow or another he just picked a bum. This doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, here's the thing: when you talk to what I try to do is put things in perspective, and I always tell people the one thing you ain't never got to worry about with Eagles fans is we don't act like we don't know. We don't act like we don't know who these people are. You understand what I'm saying? That's the one thing. That's the one attribute we have that they don't have, or they don't like to exercise. Like, stop playing. Y'all act like y'all don't know who Saquon was. Y'all, he fucked us up like he fucked y'all up too. The fuck?
And
Stop
he's gonna
acting
do
like
it
you don't know
again.
who this dude is. He fucked
And
us
he's
up.
gonna do it again.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. And he's gonna do it again.
Like, yeah, y'all know who, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, okay, yeah, we know who Dak is. Yeah, he's won a lot against us, but he ain't done nothing with it. Every
Right.
time, if call it what you want, whenever they swept, if he swept us, I don't care if he's 15,002, he's never done anything with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but we don't pretend like we don't know who this motherfucker is. You know what I'm saying? We don't pretend like we didn't know who Eli was. You know what I'm saying? Shit, we have not won against Russell. But guess what?
Facts.
Guess what? You know what I'm saying? But the Rams have not beat us yet. The Rams have only beat us
yet.
once
We got
in
their
the
Yeah.
last
numbers.
7 years.
Right.
And that was in
We
2020.
got their numbers.
And that's why we don't look at
Thanks,
them like
D'Angelo.
that when people talk about them.
Yeah,
We don't
so
look
it's
at 'em
like, what do we stop acting like y'all don't know who Jalen Hurts is. Y'all saw him 2 times a year for the last 6 years. And you telling me you just don't know who this dude is?
Well, you know what it is, Leo? They know who he is. They don't want to acknowledge his accomplishments.
Because they're
And half the
scared.
time,
Because
yeah.
God
And half the
forbid.
time,
I'm-
the time he's accomplished way more than Dak has in half the time.
Well, you don't even have to say that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you actually do not have to actually say that. You know what I'm saying? Because when you list when you list what he's done, it says more about him in a shorter period of time than it does about Dak. And that's the part that they, you know, and we're saying, how can you? He's in double-digit years. You know, Jalen Hurts has not. It's going to be Jalen Hurts' prime is being delayed a bit only because he has not been in the same system for more than 1 year.
Right.
But he's still been able to thrive, though. He's
Right.
still been able to go to the playoffs.
Yeah, he
And-
still picks up offenses every year.
And he's still young.
Yeah, I mean, and to me, it's like I don't understand this narrative that, oh, you guys got a new offensive coordinator. You know, you guys are going to take a step back. This guy's had a new offensive coordinator every fucking year, and he's still winning Super Bowls. He's still winning NFC championships. He's still winning NFC East championships. You know, so to me, it's like the dude knows how. He's a magnet. He knows how to pick this shit up and run with it. So I don't like that narrative. I don't like that narrative.
I think you're discrediting him as a quarterback in the NFL.
I agree.
You
Because
discredit.
how cerebral do you have to be, like a quarterback, to pick up a system each year, a different system each year, and be successful in it?
Right.
Like, come on, man.
Right. That's the part that I'm like, how is it that you guys are skipping over that part? How are you missing that? That's the part.
And that's why I kind of don't get too upset when people are like, he's changing plays. He's doing play changes. Who cares, bro? At the end of the day, he's earned the right to. He's earned the right to change the play.
Exactly.
He feels like it's not going to work. He earned the right. I can see if Dak's doing that, or if a quarterback that's not going anywhere is changing plays, but they treated him like he hasn't taken the team anywhere, and he's changed plays.
Right. And
So
that's
the part that throws me off.
Yeah.
Hey fellas, I got a great analogy for you. Okay. You know when steak became, when ribeye steak became delicious to me? When I was able to afford it and get as much as I want to. People can tell you about it. People can tell you about how good it is. If you can't afford it, that's why Cowboy fans can't appreciate Jalen Hurts. Winning, listen, bro, that winning shit, it changes everything about you. If you're not used to having it, you don't get it.
Well said.
They just don't get it.
D'Angelo, I think you nailed that. I think that it actually hit harder than people really think it did.
I like that.
You're not going to appreciate it unless, that's.
I like that. That's well said.
That's
Rob, I'm gonna clip the shit out of that.
Yeah, me too.
That was a bar.
Yeah,
That was
That was a bar right there.
I think it
That's
is.
kind
Hey,
of some deep shit
You
right there.
cut
I'm
out.
like,
I didn't
damn, I
hear
like
it.
that.
Can you repeat that? You cut out. I didn't hear it.
That was good.
Oh, good. We get to hear it again. Go ahead, D'Angelo. Say that shit again.
Yes,
I
sir.
said, you know, when ribeye steak became good to me, when I became able to afford it.
Mm.
It only tastes good when I'm able to afford and get as much as I like. Because until you're able to afford it, we can tell you about how good that ribeye is. Your ass can't
I
afford
can't
it.
hear D'Angelo.
Oh no.
Uncle Drew, work with me here,
Can't hear
baby.
Missing a
Drew,
bar.
can you
You're
hear
missing
me?
a bar right now.
Drew, can
I
you
hear
hear me?
everybody but D'Angelo.
All
Okay,
right.
Leo, you
Drop
repeat
out.
it.
No,
You
hold on,
repeat
hold
it.
on. Drop out and come back in. Drop
All right.
out and come back in. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that was well said.
Somebody else is gonna fall off after.
Hold on. I'll do it, Drew. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. All right. Kick from studio. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Oh. I lost Warren too?
You lost both.
Oh shit.
Damn. I thought I just did. I only did just okay, there go Warren. Sorry about that, Warren.
No, I already said somebody gonna fall off or somebody not gonna be able to hear. That just ended up being me.
Oh, okay. Because I kicked from studio and both of y'all dropped. All right. Rob, you can still hear us, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear Rob.
Right. D'Angelo, you can still hear us too, right?
Yes, sir. I'm all ears.
All right. Damn. You dropped a bomb. That was a bar right there.
That was a bar, bro. That was a bar.
That was
well
a
said.
real
That was
bar.
deep. That was good.
Okay. Here go Drew. All right. Drew, can you hear D'Angelo now?
Say something, D'Angelo.
Uncle Drew, can you hear me?
I got you.
Okay.
All right, go ahead. Say it again. All right,
I'm only repeating it because I love you.
I appreciate you.
I said, you know when ribeye steak became good to me? When I was able to afford it. And after I was able to afford it, it only became good when I got used to it.
Yeah.
See, Cowboy fans can't appreciate Jalen Hurts because they're not used to winning.
That's dope.
Winning is an acquired taste, y'all. I need y'all to understand that winning is an acquired taste, and once you become accustomed to it, it don't matter how you win. Because an example I'm going to give y'all is Patrick Mahomes. Yes, we all think about the Patrick Mahomes games when he go out and he got 300-400 yards, but in every major game that Patrick Mahomes beats a formidable opponent, Pat usually has between 175 to 220 passing yards.
Yep.
He's making the critical plays to make sure that if he got to take off on foot, if that means he got to dive over the pylon on the one, he's making the critical plays. That is what happens when you become accustomed to winning. It doesn't matter how it looks. Just get it done. And they don't understand that. They don't understand that.
They probably never will.
That is a bar.
It's a reason why Tom Brady has more quarterback sneaks than anybody in NFL history, right? Because when the play needed to be made, Tom wasn't giving the ball to anybody else. Tom was going to do it his damn self.
Right.
Yeah.
Actually, I take that back. You would think they would understand that because I was looking at Troy Aikman's stats compared to Jalen Hurts. They basically the same, bro.
Really?
They basically the same. So for them to talk about our quarterback and where they're going, you're kind of discrediting your Super Bowl wins.
Yeah,
but Warren, you got to remember they built shrines for Troy Aikman. They built shrines for a guy who threw the ball 14 times. But we're supposed to not appreciate Jalen Hurts, who went all pro before Saquon Barkley ever came to town. Who went to the Super Bowl before Saquon Barkley ever came to town. This is what they want to do.
Yeah, and plus there's a generation.
Drew, we can't hear you.
Unmute your mic, Drew.
I'm going to screenshot you, Leo. I'm going to screenshot you Troy Aikman stats. Then I'm going to screenshot you Jalen Hurts stats. And I want you to tell me if they don't look exactly the same.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I got an Amber Alert.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, listen, but you have a whole generation of Dallas fans. Like if you're 30 and under, they've never experienced any kind of success for Dallas. So they really can't relate. Like my son just turned 31. If you mention Dallas to him, they're a joke. Dallas is a joke to him. He's like, Dallas? You're like, what? They're losers to him. His entire life, all he knows is Eagles, being successful, winning Super Bowls, being at the Super Bowl. any of the Dallas fans, the generation that's like Michael Anthony fitness, like 30 and under, they've never experienced a ribeye. Never. They eating skirt steaks. They eating steakums.
Skirt steak.
And they're so
steakums
fucking,
out the box.
and they're so thirsty.
Not the steakums, not the steakums, bro.
Steakums out the box, man. Steakums.
Yeah, and they're thirsty for validation too. They just want some validation. They're thirsty for some validation.
And Rob, you can hear it in Walker Wade. You can hear it in his voice.
Oh yeah, he's hurting.
Oh my God, you can hear it in his voice.
Yeah, he's hurt. He's hurting something awful. Y'all definitely.
Yeah, but y'all know who's the best person when Mark Holmes goes in these long tirades. He's trying to make excuses for Dak. I need y'all to start keying on the Michael Anthony fitness though.
Oh, dude,
he dropped them truth bombs, bro. He be on Mark ass and Mark be hey, well, hold on. He be trying to get him out the screen because he know, bro, enough with these excuses. That man has never seen them boys win anything.
Yeah,
he only knows
side-eye. He be side-eyeing Mark like you.
Yo, you see him when he be in the car. It's when they be in the truck and he.
I love it.
Him that look.
I love it.
Who the hell is
looking at him like this? And look, and here's the thing: he don't even change the entire time Mark talking. He just be standing there staring at him, and then he'll correct him every now and again. You mean that was so and so such and such? Yeah. Okay. Mark.
He'll turn to Mike like, don't you agree? Mike just look at him like, huh? What are you talking about?
and this thing, if they had more Michael Anthony fitness in a fan base who had a voice, they would be more realistic, man. They would stop putting up with the bullshit. They would stop accepting the mediocrity. You need them, bro, because all this sunshine pumping ain't changing shit. Look, I want all y'all to follow me on this. Before the offseason happened, what was the whole thing? Oh, we're gonna bust the bank. Man, we finna get Jalen Phillips from the Eagles. We getting Kobe Dean. We getting Reed Blankenship. We get all these players. They didn't get a single player.
One, right.
How do y'all accept this? How do y'all accept this?
That's where they messed up.
That's the crazy part. And it's like, well, Kobe Dean, they had the same offer to go to the Raiders. The fact that y'all offered the same amount, knowing you had no linebackers, if I was a Cowboy fan, I'm burning the city down. There's no way we got outbid.
D'Angelo, actually, I'm gonna take that back though. You know, Nakobe Dean's agent told Nakobe Dean that the Cowboys are offering you more money. Nakobe Dean said, I can't go to more.
I can't go.
He said I can't go to them. Yeah,
but see, Warren, here's the problem with that. If Nakobe Dean signed a 4-year, and I'm just throwing a random number, $50 million contract, the Cowboys should have offered 70. Because you were supposed to.
The Cowboys
not offering more as a discussion. You offer him you give him an offer he can't refuse. That's how you make a statement. But you don't do that, Jerry. You're too scared.
Right.
Yeah, Jerry ain't doing it.
So they get ribbons for last place because they I heard Mark saying after they're trying. Nah, dude, you get it done or if you ain't
bingo,
bro. If you ain't for
bingo,
that's why we have the best GM in the league is because he gets shit done. He gets shit
correct,
done.
and that's the thing, Rob. It's either you're gonna do it or not. Like you either gonna shit or get off the pot, man. As an Eagles fan, I can't sit up here and tell people how bad we need X position. Like we knew we needed an edge. We lost Phillips. Once I heard Jonathan Gennard was linked to the Eagles, I stopped having those discussions. We're gonna be just fine. I knew. I'm like, hey, we're gonna be just fine. And then a month later, Jonathan Gennard's an Eagle. It's that simple, man. It's that simple. Either you're going to do or you don't. Well, all the other shit is distraction.
We've been knowing about AJ going to be gone anyway. So for Howie to go out and sign Hollywood Brown, for him to go out and trade for Wicks, for him to draft Lemon, he spots a problem and he fixes the problem.
Exactly. Correct.
And that's what sets him apart from other GMs.
And Rob, you know the reason why? Because as much as we love Howie, if his little dainty ass didn't bring in some receivers knowing AJ's going, you can't be here, brother. You can't drive in this city state. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We've been hearing the AJ Brown rumors for X amount of months. So if you decided to call with your pants down, you got to go.
Right. Yeah.
Fact.
It's accountability. It's accountability.
for because Warren asked me to. Here's Troy Aikman's passing his career numbers versus in comparison to Jalen Hurts. There's Jalen Hurts right there. The touchdown thing got cut off. But in terms of yards and everything like that, look at that. He's right.
They're basically identical.
So it's hypocrisy at its finest. How they can put Troy on a pedestal, but Jalen ain't shit.
Exactly.
Correct.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
what I'm saying. At the end of the day, this is what's so funny about all of this, bro.
1, 2,
And
3.
you know what the beauty of it is. The reason why Jalen Hurts is going to continue to thrive in Philly, because Jalen Hurts knows that if he doesn't thrive and doesn't deliver again, he's out of here.
He's gone.
That's how we move. That's how it works in Philadelphia.
That's why Dak couldn't survive in Philadelphia. His ass would have been gone after the first bag.
Bingo! You gotta go. You gotta go.
We got Dak. We got rid of him 4 years ago, man.
Yeah.
You can't play in Philadelphia if you can't deliver what we're paying you for. Like it's like Leo's on a Cowboy channel asking about ROI and everybody's scratching their head looking around, all scared to say something. Yep. What are you paying for? What did you give him $60 million a season for?
Twice.
To go 7-9-1. We paid you to be the highest paid player in NFL history for you to go out here and go 7-9-1.
And he's blowing Troy Aikman out on these touchdown passes, bro. Like,
well, remember he's playing more games than Troy too.
He also has way more rushing touchdowns.
This don't mean it's like so. First year, 6 touchdowns. Second year, 16 touchdowns. Third, 22, 23 touchdowns, 18 touchdowns, 25 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
So like the amount of games don't matter on that.
Yeah.
That's the thing, though. Is that's hypocrisy at its finest. So you ain't gonna win these arguments with a Cowboy fan, especially the delusional ones. I mean, there's some out there that'll keep it real, but some of them you can talk until you're fucking blue in the face, and it don't matter.
It don't matter.
Correct.
They'll revert to stats.
Marcus Black.
That's their safe space. They'll revert to stats. Well, Dak, threw more yards, he has more touchdowns, and hasn't done shit. It's all that's their safe space.
It sucks, Rob, because like I don't know, bro. Like games. I'm in Texas, right? Mm-hmm. So the game starts here. The game starts here for us at 12. Mm-hmm. The game typically ends around 3:25. Yeah. At 3:25, my whole day is gonna be predicated on that scoreboard. If it's a W, we got more points. I'm having a great Sunday. Yeah, and if the other team got more points, don't talk to me. Don't talk to my wife. But we both Eagle fans. We don't. This shit sucks. I am depressed. That's the reason why I don't have a YouTube page. Because y'all got to come and face the music. I ain't got to face shit. I'm finna go have me a cocktail or maybe 10 of them to wash this shit down and make the pain go away. Because I hate losing. And I don't think people in Dallas hate losing, bro. Like, here's the thing. Last year, watching Dory Jackson, was some of the worst cornerback play I've ever seen. And it wasn't because of Dory Jackson just straight shit. It's the fact he had no confidence. He don't know if he's going or coming. If I had to watch that shit again, I don't know if I can be an Eagles fan watching somebody that bad come back out there again. So what's the first move that had to be made? Tariq Woolen. This guy got to go, and we got to bring in Tariq Woolen. Right. This is what we pay Howie Roseman to do. Fix the problem. No more Band-Aids on the broken leg, y'all. Go get a fucking cast because this is not going to work.
I had somebody tell me Tariq Woolen
is that simple.
Was the worst cornerback the Seahawks had.
So what does that mean?
I don't know about all that, but I know he's better than any cornerback on Dallas's roster.
That's what I'm saying. What does that mean? He's the worst on Seattle.
So what he was saying was we didn't really get anybody. That was the point that he was trying to make. Mind you, Griffin was a Chiefs fan, so they trying to find a chink in the armor by saying Tariq Woolen is in coverage.
Well, Warren. Okay, so I kind of broke this down on the last podcast. I think people understand something. When you're 6'4", 215 pounds, and run 4.28, you're not going to have great technique because you never had to have great technique. See, the culture when you play for the Godfather and Vic, you're going to work on your technique, because if you don't, you're not going to, you can't see the field. That's the culture we've built here.
Yeah.
In Seattle, he's freelancing. That's who Tariq Woolen, he's freelancing. You ain't seen Tariq Woolen inside the media this whole time being in Philadelphia, because that's not who you are as a franchise. This is what happened when you have championship pedigree, and most teams don't understand that. You have to build that culture. I couldn't tell you what Quinyon Mitchell sounds like if he opened his mouth right now. We put our head down and work, man. We don't live in the media.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you how what Cooper DeJean voice sounds like. We put our head down and get to work, man. What do you? We just lost in the first round of playoffs. What you talking so much for? Why you getting all the motherfucking interviews? Get your ass in the lab.
Well,
that's the
representation
difference
of the quarterback too.
Definitely.
That's the identity of a quarterback. Like he's not trying to get in the media. And even when they won that Super Bowl, he didn't even want to be in the media like that.
Right.
Correct.
Like, you can see the way he was answering questions. Like he's like, y'all ask me this question every time. All y'all talk about this fish.
Well, see, that's what separates us from teams like Dallas, is because, that's what I called Mark Holmes on his shit the other day, because he's over there making videos about, Downs has the highest jersey sales, such and such, blah, 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 bitching about Dak being ranked 7th in Mina Kimes' quarterback ranking. I'm like, okay, you guys focus on stupid bullshit while we're focusing on winning. We're focusing on getting better. He put a whole video out about that, saying, Rob called me out on that shit. That Rob fucked up my Memorial Day weekend.
Eagles fan ruins the day or some shit like that.
Yeah, because I called him out on that. You focus on stupid shit, we're focusing on winning.
Mm-hmm. And saying that Saquon's on the decline because he ran for 60 yards less than Javonte Williams coming off a 2,000-yard season. And that's wear and tear on the body. And he that ship has sailed now. And I'm sitting there listening and looking at it. I'm like, you know what? This is where you're starting to move into Momo atmosphere. He's starting to get there. And it made me realize like what people were saying when they tell me like, yo, Leo, ever since you left, man, it ain't been the same. It's not. And I'm like, really? And I'm like, because Mark doesn't do well with informed Eagles fans, and we know where he's getting his information from, and we know that information. We know where that information is coming from. Which, when Rob and Philly 500 tore his ass up, you know what I'm saying? Games like Brian had.
We lose the people.
Oh no, here he is, D'Angelo. Yeah, okay, there's D'Angelo.
Sorry about that. I was having a little bit of audio problem. We good now.
But when Rob A and Philly 500 tore his ass up, you know what I'm saying? You can see, and mind you, right after they did that, remember Rob A? He was like, "I gotta go."
I gotta go. Yep.
I was like, "Up."
He ran out of there so fast. He tucked tail so fast. That was so embarrassing.
Yeah, he ran. Defeated. I was like,
he looked defeated.
Yeah, I was like, he couldn't take it no more, and I was like, here it is. This is it. You know what I'm saying? Now, I will invite everyone to do this challenge. As a matter of fact, forget it. I'm gonna do it right here. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I'm gonna do it here. We're gonna do this together. All right. So first things first. Let me do present. Wait a minute. Hold on. Yeah, here we go. All right. Share screen. Boom. All right, share. All right. Wait a minute, y'all. Let me add this to the stage because we're going to do what we are going to do is we're going to do the Rob A challenge right here together. Okay, everybody? So this is what I've been telling everybody you got to try to do. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to go to Mark Holmes' channel right here, right? And we're going to, this is Mark Holmes' channel. You see what comes up, right? You guys see this? Mm-hmm. Okay. So we're going to go to videos, okay? And we're going to break this down to latest. And we're going to do the first thing we're going to do is oldest, okay? Now, as you can see here, Mark Holmes has videos here from 10 years ago. But we're not going to do from 10 years ago. What we're going to do is we're going to go, what, Rob? The last, 4 years? 5 years? We'll go to 2021. Thank you. We'll go 5 years. I'm sorry, y'all. As you can see, there's a lot of videos in here, as y'all see, right? Because Mark's a madman with this, and I give him props. He be doing them. I mean, shit. You know what I'm saying?
He's consistent.
You know.
Yeah,
He doesn't. Yeah, he's been consistent. Yeah. But we're gonna break this down. We're gonna, like I said, y'all, we doing this together because we keep going through this shit. All right. Okay, hold on, y'all. Because I would have done the most popular, but I want to just, all I want to do is just go over the last 5 years. Okay. I mean, damn, Mark, shit. And mind you, you know, as I'm looking through this, check out his. You can see how well he's aged.
Yes, his
like
fucking
American
archives.
president.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm just saying, you know, like we're just, if you guys can do so, you can see some of these. Dak Prescott and Carson Wentz contract progressing to $30 million. Remember that, y'all? You know, that was just 6 years ago. Okay, that was just 6 years ago. You know, yeah, you can tell. Yeah, he's definitely. DeMarcus Lawrence is hangry, but he will be ready. But will he be ready for this season? Oh boy, Dak Prescott offense working out in San Diego. You know, how'd that work out? SI, please explain how you get Cowboys at 8-8. Damn, Mark. You know what I'm saying? Zeke Elliott's people won't talk to Stephen Jones, he says. Y'all remember that? You Cowboy fans remember that shit. You know what I'm saying? Tyron Smith will miss game back issues. Time to worry. Jalen Smith deal is a big time win for both sides. Jalen Smith deal. Okay. Will we learn a lot about the Bill Belichick stamp of approval? Oh boy. Oh boy.
Hey Leo, you know the best part. Leo, the best part you going through this is he talks out both sides of his neck so often that he basically makes sure he cannot be wrong. I hate it. I hate the Jalen Smith signing, but if you go back long enough, you'll see what he told us was a good thing for the Cowboys. Like, bro,
he just said,
you know something, man.
How Green Bay versus Philly helped and hurt the Cowboys. Oh boy. Michael Gallup back at practice. Nick Wright is an idiot. Oh boy. Thank you, trolls. You got me back on track. Cowboys fans, this will cheer you up. Joe Blue Sports. Oh Lord.
Hey, Leo, you want to hear something funny? I forgot to tell you this earlier, Leo. The funniest shit. While you were on Game Time Brian's channel trying to get to the bottom of this Caleb Downs thing, the first thing a Cowboy fan said in the comments is, ask Leo, does he think that Caleb Downs is better than Cooper DeJean? I said, oh my God. This guy just went first team All-Pro in the second season, and you were asking us, is Caleb Downs better than Cooper DeJean? There is something wrong with these people.
D'Angelo, who was saying that?
People in the comments, Rob. I could not believe it. It was like 4 or 5 people asking questions.
Yeah, but there was one of them was a troll because he even said who's faster than I posted both of their 40 times. And then he said, Caleb Downs has better football IQ. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? I said, why don't you ask Mahomes who has better football IQ when he's over there picking his ass off in the Super Bowl? He's been in a Super Bowl.
Correct. But see, Robbie, this is the thing with me, right? I can't have a football IQ discussion with you when my guy went first team All-Pro in the second year.
Second year.
He scored a pick 6 as a rookie.
Right.
in the Super Bowl on his
In the
birthday.
Super Bowl.
I,
Yeah.
I don't think people understand how this works. Like you can't be compared with people who you don't have the resume as. Like Rob, I know you said you work in IT, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm kind of nifty on the computer, but I don't work in IT, so I can't be compared to you, brother. See the
Right. No, I
difference?
mean, right. Yeah. I mean, I can break down the firewalls and access points and so on and so forth. But I get your comparison, man. The thing is that he hasn't fucking played a snap in the NFL. You can't be comparing him to Ed Reed because that was the stupid shit that I heard on Mark's live stream yesterday. You can't be comparing him to even Cooper DeJean, who already has accolades of cornerbacks that has been playing in the league for fucking 10 years that don't even have a first team All Pro. Yeah.
Exactly. And I need you to
just
understand
can't.
something. What Cooper DeJean has done in the NFL is probably never going to be replicated again. You don't make it to Super Bowl as a rookie, win a Super Bowl, get a pick six, and the next year you go first team All Pro.
Exactly.
You also don't
On your
have
birthday.
another on your birthday. You also don't have another All Pro who plays on the outside cornerback with you, who's in the same draft class as you.
That's crazy.
That draft class may put Howie Roseman as the greatest GM ever just off that DB draft class.
Yep.
And don't sleep on
Second
who do we
year.
have to thanks for
Don't
Cooper?
sleep on Q.
Fucking Commanders.
Correct. Like
Because if we didn't
Quinion's
trade up, we would have gotten Cooper.
correct. And Quinion's first team, like Quinion's first team All Pro guys. I need y'all to understand something. Quinion figures out how to catch a football. Y'all talk about generational talent. We got one.
Oh yeah.
27 is
Talking
him.
about 6-7
He
picks.
gets some hands. It's a wrap.
Yeah. Boy, if you get some
All right.
hands.
All right,
league's in
guys.
trouble.
So here we are. We're at the 5-year mark. So NFL with fans in the stands. Andy Dalton equals Prescott. Skip Bayless. More pressure on Cowboys with NFL camps possibly open June 15th. Dak Prescott haters are hypocrites. Dallas Cowboys built to beat Kansas City. Prayers for all of us. Will Dak Prescott create a rift with teammates holding out? Great news on Dak Prescott offseason. Mike McCarthy in Green Bay getting cabin fever. Can't wait to see Aldon Smith. Mike McCarthy not worried about Dak Prescott being ready. Why should Dak Prescott take a team-friendly deal? Pat Mahomes deal in the works. Cowboys better run to get Dak Prescott deal done. Cowboys address their two biggest needs. Dan Orlovsky gets owned again and again. Are the Cowboys better team than Philly now than the end of last season? That's 5 years ago, so that would be 2021. Okay, this is Jerry Jones pissed at Dak's camp. Aldon Smith, I lost my way out, but now I found my why Brian Jones wasn't re-signed. Mike McCarthy coaching is the key to the end of your woes. Glover Quinn joins, or whatever. Cowboys about to move from 26th to 19th. Cowboys may not do training camp in Cali. Don't be fooled by what you see. That Prescott's contract, I was wrong. Jerry Jones, do us a favor and sign Dak. We need a distraction. Debunking Dak Prescott. Time to wake up. Sean Lee on Dak Prescott. Cowboys will train home by Oxnard training camp. Drafting CeeDee Lamb was a mistake, but should lead to Cowboys winning the NFC. Winning the NFC East. Okay. Cowboys staying at home for advantage for team. Shannon Sharp admits Dak Prescott wasn't the issue for Cowboys. Dak Prescott takes his hand and puts his money where his mouth is. $1 million for reform. So much for Dak Prescott is greedy narrative. The next two we determine football season for no reason. Drew Brees issues apology. This is it. To your point. I no longer hate the Eagles. Oh, really? Skip Bayless on the hot seat after Jason Whitlock. Mike McCarthy changing of the guard gets back to the star with cash in hand. Dak Prescott is the face of the Cowboys. Are the Cowboys close enough to go all in and get Griffin and Adams? Dallas Cowboys offense, what position will have biggest potential impact? Positive. Michael Irvin says Cowboys owe Dak back pay. Philly 500, slow your roll. Damn. Dak Prescott gets more leverage as salary cap goes down. Time to start work together. Dallas
Every
Cowboys.
other video is Dak.
Yeah, it's pretty much. Defensive leader.
And he just posted a new one right now too.
Oh, really?
He'll be here all fucking night, dude. I'm telling you. He'll be here till 3 in the morning to go through his 18 videos a day.
Rob, man, you get me dying, bro.
Man,
that's crazy.
This dude.
Him and Dak, boy, he got an affection for Dak. Is ridiculous.
Yeah, man.
Leighton Vander Esch, Dallas Cowboys MVP. Could signing the tag be the next step in 4-year deal for Cowboys and Dak? This is why people think he's a Dak lover. He's a Dak sexual.
He's definitely a Dak sexual. He's the biggest Dak sexual.
And you know what the worst part about that is, man? It makes you be blind to what's right in front of you.
Yep.
It's the silliest shit I've ever seen, man. Like watching him, like I remember I got bored one time and I watched the stream of them versus the Packers in the playoffs when Dak was throwing all them fucking pick six. And I'm like, this guy's oh my God, bro. I said this is the saddest shit I've ever seen. A football fan. Yeah. There's no way you're doing this and blaming everybody else. We don't have a running game. He threw the ball straight to the linebacker. I don't even know what Dak's seen. He threw it.
You can't even come out and say, hey, man. You can't come out and be like,
stinking it up. This guy's terrible. You can't come out and say that.
Right. And D'Angelo, when
do you know where you have to be in this world?
They were still in position to where they could have come back because they were in like the red zone, down like what 21 points or something like that.
Yeah, it was 21-0. It was 21-0 when he threw that pick to Savage, but they were actually in the red zone when he threw the first pick.
Right.
And so I think it was only 14-0 at that point, if I'm not mistaken, maybe even 7. But what was still the deal was that Savage picked when they went up 28
before the half, right?
Right before the half, yeah. It was right after the 2-minute warning.
Hey, Rob,
they made Jordan Love look like the next coming, bro.
Hey, Rob, look at this. Cowboys stink, rant, fire everyone, and pass me another drink. That was 2 years ago, right? Then 1 year ago, you got I'm embarrassed to be a Cowboys fan rant.
Yeah, sounds about right. But then it goes back to like it's just a vicious cycle with Mark, because it goes back to if shoveling the shit for the Joneses was an Olympic fucking sport, this dude would be carrying the gold because he shovels the shit for them, dude. Like right now he's drinking that fucking Kool-Aid. Like he's just like this is all. Every year he's like this year. There you go. Different.
There you go, Rob. That's it right there. You see it?
What's the title? Dak.
Michael Parsons traded, and I'm now drinking.
Now I'm drinking. Yep.
and look at the picture.
That's
the still picture. That's him on the floor.
That's a shame, dude. That's a shame.
Jerry Jones about to fire Mike McCarthy. I can't remember being this disappointed after a loss. That was 4 years ago.
And let's set the record straight. You lost that trade.
You
lost the trade.
You definitely lost the trade.
You lost the trade. What are you talking about? You can't replace. So Caleb Downs, Rashawn Gary, who else? Replaced that.
Dominique Ezra.
Yeah. And so the guy you drafted in the first round, what's his name? The guy he drew. Those guys are going to replace Michael Parsons.
And they're still over there talking all this shit about going out and getting Myles Garrett or Max Crosby.
It's crazy.
So how are you? Yeah, like if you're still talking about you still need an edge after all this, then you didn't win the trade.
You lost the trade.
Exactly. Because you listen,
He got rid
you're
of
trying
Neds for all this.
you listen, you replace me with a guy who his team was getting ready to cut him.
They were going to
Yeah.
You
cut him.
can't
Yeah.
they were
Gary
going
was
to
going to get
listen.
cut.
You listen, I've never even heard of a good pass rusher getting cut. I'm gonna be real with you.
And
Like,
they saying he's
like
better than Grenard. And they're saying that he's better than Grenard.
come
That's
on, man.
crazy.
Fucking
Come on, man.
delusional.
When,
Who's
Delusional.
winning the bidding war for Rashawn Gary? Who's
No one. That's why they were about to cut him.
You
They was cutting his ass.
got him for the league minimum. Come on, man. What are we doing here?
That's what they did the year before with Jordan Phillips and the Giants. The Giants was going to cut him, and the Cowboys gave a 6 for Jordan Phillips.
What are you
Some
doing?
stupid shit. That
It's
numbers
crazy.
is stupid.
but Rob, you know why? Because Jerry is so lazy to where he doesn't want to bid. He doesn't want to fight
Right.
other GMs.
Exactly.
He doesn't want to do the work. So he
don't wanna
he
bid.
rather trade. He rather
Right.
trade and be lazy for a guy who was getting cut. It's insane.
It's insane. It's insane.
It is. It's crazy.
It's insane because he's willing to put his pride before the greater good of the team, and that's not a good GM. That's just not a good GM. He's given up a 4th when he could have fucking signed Gary off the street.
Exactly.
Yep.
League minimum. You could have got him for the veteran minimum, and you gave up a 4th round.
Right.
And you and Uncle Drew, you've heard me say this before. The reason why the Cowboys are never going to be successful because they love their players. They idolize you. They'll build a shrine until it's time for you to get paid. And when it's time for you to get paid, now all of a sudden you got all these character issues. Now all of a sudden they don't know if they can trust you. Like, this is insane. Like, dude, the only word that's ever been associated with Michael Parsons was generational talent. The whole time he was in Dallas, all you heard about was he was Morris Taylor, which was absolutely hilarious. The goofy shit ever hurts. But he was so awesome. He was so young. He was so talented. He was the lion. And then it was time to get paid. Now all of a sudden he got a podcast.
Now he ain't shit. Now he ain't shit.
Now he ain't shit. Now
we won that trade. We won that trade.
The podcast was too much. It was too much to overcome. He's on a podcast with Darius Slay.
He was a distraction.
You know how goofy you sound. Correct. And it's like you're doing the same thing with Pickens. You're doing the same thing with Pickens. You want me to believe that Pickens got 1,400 yards and 10 touchdowns. It was the most amazing. He's the most acrobatic. They were comparing him to Randy Moss, y'all. Randy Moss. Okay, time to pay him. Well, I mean, he reminds me more of Antonio Brown when he played for the Raiders. If anything, it's like this is insane.
He's got to go out and
you got to prove it. You got to show it to me again.
He proved it. Pay the man.
Show it to me again.
Right.
I'm like,
yeah.
And this is the funny thing, Rob, because me and you we're in the comments talking about this. They act like JSN getting paid snuck up on everybody. We've been telling y'all this for almost a year. JSN's finna get paid.
We told him
pay the guy.
JSN and Puka.
Pay him. What are you doing?
I had a Eagles content creator tell me, "Oh, he's not worth the $40 million." I'm like, dude, that's the market. It's not about what you feel he should get. The market is $40 million. Once JSN got the 40, then they're telling Jerry, okay, so we're starting at 40 again. Like, what are we doing here?
Hold on.
So when Puka gets 41, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead, yo. I'm sorry.
Now when Puka gets 41, what are you going to do? Because next year,
well, they're going to tag him again.
It's going to be nasty with Pickens. It's going to get nasty.
Listen,
they ain't going to pay him. They're not going to pay him.
Here's the thing, Uncle Drew. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do if I'm George Pickens. I'm playing nice right now. I'm pulling the grizzly bear. I'm playing nice. And then when you put your guard down, I'm finna attack and maul your ass. If you think I'm finna go to training camp on that tag, you've lost your mind. I am not risking. And me and Uncle Drew explains to on Lloyd's channel. I'm like, listen, y'all, 27 million is exciting to us because we've never had 27 million. What is 27 million to a guy who's in line for 42 million? Exactly. Do you know how crazy that sounds? Like, $100,000 salary sounds awesome at your job, right? But imagine if the market value for you was 250,000. You can take that 100,000 and shove it. You know exactly where you can put it at. That's what they're not getting. They're like 27 million. Not to a guy who's in line to make 42.
But he's in line to make over 40.
Correct. So that 27 million means nothing to me.
Right.
Correct. And they don't get it.
I'm blowing my knee out taking that risk for 27 million when I'm aligned to make anywhere from 40 to 45 by the time the market aligns himself when it is time for me to get paid.
Bingo.
Well, look, Bingo. Remember what happened to Dak? Yep.
Where he broke his leg.
He broke
And
his
Dak
leg.
needs to shut his bitch ass mouth up to sit there and tell Pickens to go out there and play in the tag because I did it. Nah, dude, don't talk
Man,
on other
that was
people's
corny.
money. Don't
That was
talk on
corny,
other people's
Rob.
money.
That was corny.
Bro, and you're a
Corny, but he's
quarter
corny.
and
Dak-
you're a quarterback, bro. So the rules are always different for engagement. Like George Pickens run that slant, catches the ball, turns upfield, and get hit. That helmet hits his knee. It's over with.
It's a wrap.
It's done. It's done. I'm not risking that for a tag, man. Look at the successful teams in football. They're not using the franchise tag on receivers. They are making sure to pay these guys. If you're not serious,
there's competent GMs out there, and the Joneses ain't competent. They're dumb.
Correct.
That's why they're not. They don't have a window right now. They ain't gonna reach a Super Bowl. God forbid me saying this, but Mark ain't gonna be here by the time they see another Super Bowl.
No,
and I ain't saying that I wish anything bad on him. I don't wish bad on nobody. But realistically, they ain't winning no Super Bowl in the next 5 to 10 years. They're just not.
And Rob,
correct.
Rob, here's why. It's going to take that defense, and let's say 2 years to get where it needs to be competitive, right? In 2 years, where's Dak?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
I made that point earlier.
There ain't no window. There ain't no window for them.
Where's Dak? So, if Dak is out of there, which you should be, now you're in the market for looking for another quarterback or drafting another quarterback.
Right.
And now you're wasting another 2 years if you draft another quarterback, we have to develop him. Because honestly speaking, how many years does it take for a quarterback to really develop into a system with a team?
3 years.
At least three. I'm with Rob. At least three. Right? At least three.
Exactly.
At least three. Minimum.
What are we talking about here?
And that's the stability of a good OC and shit like that.
They may not see a deep playoff run for another decade.
Yeah,
easily. And then you have to understand something, right? So you have a situation to where out of nowhere you decide you want to build your team from the inside out. So you go get a Quentin Williams, you go get a Kenny Clark. Bravo, good job. You're 10 years late on the move. But then you do certain things where you never can come out the hole. Y'all watch all that football and decided you're going to take Mozzie Smith in the first round. Right. A guy who disappeared versus 3-star offensive lineman. You drafted him and then you decided to tell us that he was going to have a better career than Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter. Yeah. And they were all repeating this. They heard Mark Holmes say he doesn't like football. He likes hitting people. You know why he doesn't like football? Because he doesn't understand how to do his job. Football is about assignments, you retard.
No,
you don't know what's got to hit.
No fellas tonight. This is just a panel discussion. Fellas will be on the probably be on the channel members calling on tomorrow night. Actually, damn.
You don't even know how to go. You don't even understand gap assignments. You don't even understand leverage. How many times when they drafted Mozzie Smith, his feet were in the air all the time in the highlight reels, and Mark Holmes was like, yeah, he got whipped on this play, but you can see the potential. Mark, he's 12 yards down the field.
Yeah.
And his feet are in the air.
And
this guy don't want to play football.
Rounder. He's a
first round D tackle and doesn't understand pad level. Here's an idea, guy. How about you stop drafting guys who don't understand position football, assignments? He's supposed to be in the A gap. Instead, he's backed by the free safety getting his ass whipped. Stop drafting these guys.
You know who else is a soup sandwich? Tyler Guyton.
Hey, yeah. Uncle Drew. Uncle Drew, you ready for this? When they drafted him, I was in tears. I was
same.
I was crying.
Lane Johnson was working with him, bro.
He's doing the best. Lane's doing the best he can, and Lane has something that Tyler Guyton doesn't have. It's called natural talent, natural ability. You don't have that. Everything about Tyler Guyton looks hard, y'all. His kick slide is difficult. His lateral movement is difficult. Him keeping his pad level. Dude, he looks like wet dog shit out there. And for some odd reason, these fools are telling us that he's somehow better than Jordan Mailata. What football are you watching? What football are you watching?
Their tackles are suspect, bro.
Dude, on top of that,
still ain't about shit either.
Nope.
Steals another one. Suspect. Steals another one. And again, when you take a guy like I want you to understand something. Certain schools just don't produce this. If you know anything about like Big 12 football, man, You get a tackle from Texas Tech. I want y'all to Google this. Name the last tackle from Texas Tech who was even in the league. They don't produce them.
They don't produce them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That ain't the school for that. Like, you literally can go and Google. It's gonna have Terrence Steele, and then they'll have a guy from the 1960s who had a leather helmet on. They think they found a diamond in the rough, and then they give these guys this big money. At the height of Terrence Steele's career, he should have never got extended for the Cowboys. He should be playing somewhere else.
Exactly.
Hey guys, I got to jump off.
You're
Man.
cooking.
All right, big dog. Have a
All
good
right,
one.
all right, Uncle Drew, be good, man.
All right, I'm a listener
All right,
on too. About
And it's,
All right.
and it's like, guys, your eyes aren't lying to you. These people simply aren't good. And then when you stick these people in front of a Jonathan Gennard, guess what's going to happen? He is going to whip the dog shit out of Tyler Guyton and Terrence Steele. And you know what Mark Holmes is going to say? I mean, if we could just get more out of Tyler Guyton, maybe Dak would be playing better. That's not how football works.
Thank you, Jerry. Thank you, Jerry, for
Thank you,
us
Jerry.
up.
Thank you, Stephen Jones.
Right.
That's not how football works, man.
Oh, you know why? Because Drew left. That's why. Okay. Warren's coming back in, y'all. Go ahead.
Like you have to understand how this whole thing works. They're sitting here trying to convince themselves that Tyler Booker is like the Jalen Carter killer, or maybe he's the guy that was just holding Jalen Carter all game and didn't call it. I'm cool with it. I don't complain, but my eyes work.
Right.
I see what's going on. They're just not calling the holding. It's just, sometimes the game goes like that. But again, Jalen Carter's already went all pro, guys. We don't have to justify Jalen Carter. That's not what Eagle fans do. We know the talent. We know he's a beast.
Well, we ain't got to justify our defense, period, because our defense are dogs. There's a bunch of dogs on that defense.
Correct.
So we ain't got to justify shit against Dallas. Until Dallas overtakes us in the East, we ain't got to justify shit, period. They're the ones looking up at us. We're still the fucking champs, and they ain't even. Honestly, I don't even know if they're going to finish second in our division this year. And beyond that, I don't think they're going to get beyond 8 wins this year, maybe 9, but I don't see more than that.
I got them going 10-7.
See, I don't see 10 wins. See, I don't see 10 wins.
I don't see 10 wins. Dak is not good against teams over 500, and he's got to face a lot of them this upcoming season.
Correct.
He'll bully bad teams, but he don't do shit against good teams.
And Rob, and as a fellow gambler, you and I have made a lot of money just off knowing that. Burst tomato cans. Oh, he's Johnny Unitas.
Oh, yeah.
Put him out there.
Real quick, Philly 500 said, ever notice the Cowboy fans rate their players better than everybody, but they continue to lose? Instead of blaming Dak with all that talent, then it's everyone else's fault.
Oh, did he
He's
text you?
got a point. He's got a point. Philly got a point.
That's how they do it.
Am I missing something?
That's a fact.
No, Rob. He texted me, but he's in the midst of eating dinner and listening. But as soon as he's finished, he's going to hop in on the stream. Okay. He's going to hop in.
Cool.
But
that's
he's
facts.
going to be taxed. Yeah, I was going to say, but he's actually right though. You know what I'm saying?
He is.
Yeah. So it's like
I've never seen a fan base with this infatuation of comparing their players to all-time greats. It's the weirdest thing to me. I've never understood this shit. Like every time you look up, it's like this super weird comparison. Like, I mean, when I look at a guy like Malachi Lawrence, I mean, I see DeMarcus Ware. How? Where do you see this? What football are you watching? This doesn't make any sense to me.
They living on a prayer, bro.
Jeez, bro. He looks like Ed Reed. Are you fucking kidding me? Do these guys know who Ed Reed was? I mean, this dude hasn't even played a snap yet. You can't be comparing him to a fucking all-time great.
And that's what they were reacting to when we were discussing that conversation on Game Time's channel today. I was trying to explain to them what we were talking about and how D'Angelo was giving the perspective of a safety and how the game is played different from the safety position versus, per se, the middle linebacker position.
Right.
And they wouldn't even allow me to complete a full thought, number one. And then number two, they were trying to debate the conversation that had already taken place. And I kept trying to tell them, wait, I just want to clear up some things because y'all got things twisted about what went down on the bird section. And it's important y'all understand for context what we were talking about. We were just saying we don't know how fast he is. We know that he's not as tall as they say he is. He's 5'11". You know, what we don't know is we just don't know how fast he can run. You know, and D'Angelo broke down like, listen, Quinion can't really catch like that, but he's sticky as fuck and fast. And the one
4.33.
Yeah, it's
and
good
the one
makeup
thing
speed.
you can't do is teach speed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, the example that he used was, you know, Reed Blankenship will drink the same cup of coffee, eat the same breakfast every day, and will be where he's supposed to be. But when you're 4.2 or running a 4.3, none of that shit matters as far as a mentality. You know what I'm saying? To always be where you're supposed to be.
Right.
If you can't run with these people, then it doesn't matter what what your IQ is and all that shit.
Yeah.
It's just that's the way it is. And they were having a very, very hard time accepting the fact that it was, you know, like, look, you know what I'm saying? You need to know before you tell people what we were saying, you have to understand context, and they just didn't want to hear it. It was the most.
What round did Andrew Makuba get drafted? Second round, right?
Second round, last pick.
I guarantee I will put money on the table. Andrew Makuba will have a better season than Caleb Downs.
No question.
Just
no question.
I would debate that with a Cowboys fan. Of course, we all agree with that. But if you said that on a Cowboys channel,
you'd get crucified.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I guarantee you. I guarantee you.
Hey,
Warren.
He said Rob Woodson. After we said no to Ed Reed, Game Time Brian said, "No, I consider him to be more like Rob Woodson." And
brother, like the Rob Woodson thing, that you should get lashings for that. Like, we should take your round back, make you remove your shirt. You should get lashings for this. This is absolutely asinine. And this is the funny part, guys, because when you were talking about once Joe DeMasi said that Caleb Downs is more of a cornerback and he's going to move to the nickel, I want all y'all to follow me on this.
You said
the last Joe DeMasi said this shit on Game Time Brian's channel. And here's the funny part, y'all.
You said that was going to happen.
I told everybody it was going to happen.
Rob, he told everybody. I got a clip too. He told everybody. He said, "Watch. I'm telling y'all. You're going to find out that he can't run, and then you're going to see him in the as a corner in a nickel." And sure enough, without knowing it, Joe DeMasi walked right into it. I was like, "I'll be there."
And you know the reason why I walked into it, Rob A? Because what people don't realize is that in the NFL, speed kills. If you can't run with these guys, you could be the most cerebral player of all time. You could be the greatest green dot, and it won't matter because you can't turn and run with these guys. And this is why I want y'all to start laughing at Cowboy fans. When they move them to the nickel and they try to justify it, I want y'all to ask them, when was the last time a nickel cornerback went in the top 15, top 20 of a draft?
Well, that's
outside cornerbacks go in the first round, not inside cornerbacks.
Did you watch Speak? Do you watch Speak with Acho and them?
Oh yes,
I do watch, but I don't watch all the time. I have watched it.
Yeah, they just talked about that, saying that Caleb Downs would get cooked if he tries to play in the slot.
They were saying that.
Yeah, they're saying that he'd get cooked because these slot receivers are too quick for him, too twitchy, too quick, and he's better off staying back at safety because once he drops the nickel, his ass is going to get cooked.
Now, Leo, I didn't watch the episode, Leo. Now, I broke down the 12 yards off the ball, right? I broke it down. And this is why I keep trying to explain to y'all why speed plays such a major part. When you have a guy like Makai Lemon who plays on the inside, and this thing, Rob, Makai Lemon is being compared to Amar St. Brown, who's a Jerry Rice disciple.
Right, yeah.
These guys are going to find the holes in defense. They're going to go behind the defense and find the holes in defense.
Yeah.
Amar St. Brown's a 4.51 guy. Makai Lemon, who is compared to Makai Lemon, is a 4.47 guy.
Right, yeah.
You can't play with these guys because you've never had to play with them in space. Right. So you're cooked if you're playing from the slot. The problem happens when you go to the safety position. You have to make a decision, man. We call it the life or death decision. Because the cornerback plays the game with his eyes and his feet. I don't give a fuck how cerebral you are. You can watch film till the cows come home. When he runs that 10 to 11 yards on that post, and those hip sync, and he goes to that post corner, and you can't run with it, it doesn't matter.
Facts.
You got two choices to make. Tackle him and get the pass interference, or the band gonna start playing. That's touchdown, man.
Yep.
And I'm telling you, the guy can't run because fast guys run at combines. Fast guys run at pro days. They can't. We couldn't wait. Anytime somebody told me it was faster than me, hey, we at the starting line. You gotta come. You gotta show it to me because I can run.
Yes, sir. Right.
I'm a guy who can pick him up and put him down. So I was always like, even when I ran track, and I could tell you when I played ball, all the guys who had the suspect speed, you know, the 4.55, close to a 4.6, those guys were dreaded running those sprints with me. They dread running that 40-yard dash when it's the spring because they know they don't have the speed. Great athletes, they can play. We're in college ball. We're here for a reason. They don't have the foot speed. It's one of those things that you got it or you don't. He don't have it.
Yeah.
Now, he's a good player. Listen, great player, great open field tackler. And this is what I try to explain to people. Good open field tackle guys are guys who you take in the second round. If you talk about generational talent, he's supposed to hit something and it dies right there on the spot. He ain't that guy. He ain't that guy. People are going to break tackles and run him over and stiff arm him to the ground because that's not him. He's played it on loaded defenses his whole career. You get the belt. You can hide the deficiencies when you got Avro Reese on the left side and Sonny Styles on the right side going to get the quarterback.
Facts.
This is how football works. This is not a hard concept. And when you start breaking this down to people, this shouldn't be a foreign language to them. Because as fans, you should have been questioning your damn self.
Well, see, that's like what you just said is facts. The thing is that he wasn't a focal point at Ohio State.
Ever.
They're expecting him to come in and be the be-all, end-all for Dallas.
Correct.
Right.
So, I
okay.
think that makes sense.
Answer all their questions. Yep.
Think about this, guys. Just follow me on this as Eagle fans. The year that he was at Ohio State, y'all do know Jahad Campbell was on that defense, right? Now we know how good Jahad Campbell is, right? Jahad Campbell was one of 6 other 5-stars who was on that defense. So when they talk about, he was the face of defense, he was not. That defense was absolutely loaded. You know, do y'all know who was the main pass rusher on the Alabama defense? It was Dallas Turner, the guy that went in the first round to the Vikings. Think about how loaded this defense is, y'all. Right. Do you know who the starting cornerback was? Who the starting cornerback were when at Alabama when he was there? It was Kool-Aid McKinstry.
Right. Yep.
Terrell Arnold was on that team. Like, think about that, y'all. Right. This guy has been playing with elite talent, and I'm not even mentioning Ohio State because y'all see what just happened. Right. Hell, we didn't even know that was even Sonny Styles' brother. Lorenzo Styles ran a 4.27, barely played. They're loaded with talent. How good is this kid? How good is he on his own merit? I don't want to hear about the success of the defense. How good are you? That is my question.
Right.
How good are you?
Right. Well, see, once again, though, we have if we were using Dallas, the fan base's metrics and claiming all these things about Caleb Downs, and the metrics that they're using, we could easily say the same thing about Andrew Makuba, but we don't. We didn't make Andrew Makuba the second coming of Ed Reed or Rod Woodson. You know what I'm saying? You know, one, because, you know what I'm saying, you're not. You know what I'm saying? 2, it's about player development here. You know what I'm saying?
That's all it's about, bro. Go ahead.
Hey Leo, I got a name for y'all. This is gonna make y'all laugh when I say it. We had a safety in Philadelphia probably about a decade ago, and I like this kid, man. I like this kid. His name was Nate Allen, UCF. A USF. I like Nate Allen, but you know the problem with Nate Allen was he was so cerebral. He was a hard worker. He wasn't fast, and because he wasn't fast, Nate Allen was always out of position. I know y'all remember Nate Allen. He's like, bro, what's going on, Nate Allen? He's slow. That's all. He's slow, y'all.
And we drafted him that's high too.
Correct.
Like a second rounder.
Yeah, he's like. And here's the thing: he's a strong safety playing free safety. He's not a free safety, guys. Every Sunday, people are like, I hate Nate Allen. You shouldn't. He's not a free safety. You can put him back there all you want to. You can coach him up. You can hit him on his helmet. You can talk to him all day. Nate Allen is slow.
Can you
He
tell?
reacts too slow.
Can you break down the difference between a strong safety and a free safety, and who has the attributes that make the difference?
Oh, easy. Okay, so the
Before
traditional.
you get going there, D'Angelo, I'm gonna have to drop my man. Want to say appreciate you guys. Thanks for having me on.
No problem. Philly 500 about to come in a minute though.
I'll be listening, but I gotta take care of a couple things.
All right.
I gotta get off. I gotta head to Chicago in the morning.
Oh man,
be careful. Be careful.
Safe travels, bro.
Appreciate y'all.
Go ahead. D'Angelo.
Hey, Rob, thanks, man. Warren, be safe, brother.
Appreciate it. Y'all
keep cooking, D'Angelo.
Yeah,
okay, safe. Brother.
Much love, guys.
No doubt. I'm happy this is happening like this because D'Angelo, I've been wanting to introduce you to Philly 500 as soon as he pulls in because he's about to.
Most damn, that's my guy. Love Philly 5-0.
Bro,
5-0.
So I told him about you. You know what I'm saying? And you know he watched some of the videos and stuff like that. He was like, "Yo, this dude D'Angelo is way knowledgeable. I got to meet him." And I was like, "Yeah, dog, you need to meet him. You need to know who he is." You know what I'm saying?
For sure. And I've been subscribed to him since day one, man. Love 500s. Love his content, bro.
Really?
Always. That's my guy.
This is dope. This is the intro I've been wanting to make. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been doing nothing but talking about you since you came on the first time, and I was like, bruh, you know what I'm saying? This man came in and listen, man. Now that I know this about you and Rob, hey, I'm going to make sure you guys have a platform, at least the bird section, to express yourselves. And then when y'all ready, you know what I'm saying, just let me know. I will do everything in my power to help you guys as best I can. You know what I'm saying? Get y'all going and support y'all if y'all do decide to one day start your own channels. And if not, and until then, you know, this is your home. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that. And listen, this the only outlet I need because, like I said, me and Rob Bay would be in the comments talking all the time. Be like, Rob Bay, you got to get on this panel, man. But so let me break down the strong safety compared to the free safety. Yeah. Okay, so the strong safety is now what's considered what's called a box safety. Okay, your strong safety is typically going to be more of like an extension of an outside linebacker. It's typically your thumper. If I could build a perfect strong safety, I would have gave you Jamal Adams in Seattle in his prime. From a physical standpoint, he was big, he was strong, he was fast, and he could hit. Now, the reason why his extension of your linebacker is because your strong safety is the person who rolls down in coverage in the audible. Let's say you're in cover 3. When you go to cover 2, he rolls down close to the line and he's playing the run. Now, another thing that a strong safety has to do is called run the alley. Okay. The alley is where basically, let's say you do a let's say a left sweep. Let's say you do a 48 toss to the left side. Okay, your safety has to come down, and he's not here to make the tackle. He's here to take on the lead blocker. He got to take on it from his inside shoulder and push the run back to the inside. Now, with that being said, what a strong safety most intricate job is that he's the guy who's going to be covering tight ends when they release on a pass play. The reason why so many strong safeties struggle is because foot speed is a problem. And you got to remember, most tight ends are going to be bigger than your strong safety. So what you have to do is you have to find a guy who's going to give you that true balance. Now, there was a time where the strong safety was an intricate part of football. And about a decade ago, what teams started doing is saying, you know what? We'll use the outside linebacker to try to cover the tight end, and then we're going to just go with 2 free safeties. The reason why the game went towards the 2 free safeties is because you need guys who can run and cover. Because speed became so much. About a decade ago, Leo, you start seeing these combine speeds start getting ridiculous. Used to be a time when you watch the combine, Leo, you'll see maybe 1.43. One guy runs a 4.3, he wins the fastest man. Listen, 4.3 is the standard now. Receivers and cornerback day, when they run combines, you're going to have 10 to 15 people run 4.3s. So as the game got faster, the strong safety position basically got washed out. So you know what? I'm gonna scratch Jamal Adams. I'm gonna give y'all the best example you're gonna get. Legion of Boom, Earl Thomas is the free safety. Cam Chancellor is the free safety. We call him Bam Bam. We call Cam Bam Bam because when he come down and run the alley, everything he hit dies on contact.
Mm-hmm.
That is your perfect setup. The reason why you don't have that guy anymore because you don't have 6'3" guys who run and hit like that anymore. Those guys are like almost extinct. Like the idea of Kyle Hamilton. The reason why Kyle Hamilton isn't really a strong safety, more as a free safety, because Kyle is so long in range and he can run and play the ball. Most 6'3" guys can't play the ball like that. So that's the difference of the two positions.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, so the problem that Caleb Downs, one of the other problems Caleb Downs has, because remember when Theo was looking at the highlights, the footage that you told us to look at, you know, being blown by, that was where you were, that was where you was getting, that was where the example was, you know what I'm saying? That was where your example of not being able, you can be smart all day, but you can't teach speed.
Correct.
And
because
so, go ahead.
Because here's the thing, Leo. If the reason why DBs have we're at such a disadvantage is because remember, we're backpedaling, we're running backwards. The person you're defending is running forward. The edge always goes to the guy who's running forward. If you're going to get beat, if you can't turn and run with these guys, you can't play in this league. You can't be successful in it. Now what you do is you hide the guy and put him close to the line. Now all of a sudden he's our nickel back. No, the reason why you put him in nickel because he can't run. So what happens is, and I'm just giving y'all a little bit of a foreshadow. Once they realize that Caleb Downs can't run, guess what the next move is going to be? We got to go out here and draft another safety. And they're not going to come out and say we're drafting a safety because Caleb is slow. They're going to make it seem like we need two safeties. We need two. Well, Caleb is doing. No, they brought the other guy in because the guy you had can't run. It's a hard and it's a very harsh reality because until you find the guys who can run, it's just a revolving door. It's just a revolving door. Like, and people can fight it. I disagree, man. This is simple. This is football 101. Guys who can't pick them up and put them down are going to always be in and out. And they'll bounce around the league because if you can't run, you can't run.
Right. It's like remember Nnamdi Asomugha?
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? And us finding out. And the thing is what was interesting is, and we find this out years later, but the entire time, what's his name? Oh man, come on. His son is playing now. The DB
Surtain?
No, Asante Samuels.
Oh yeah, Asante Samuels.
Asante Samuels was saying the whole time something ain't right with this dude. They're saying he ain't it. He ain't it. You know what I'm saying? He was the only one saying it, and turns out he was right.
We'll see. Okay, so let me give you a little bit of backstory on that. Okay, so Nnamdi played in a very bad Oklahoma. Well, not a bad Oakland Raider defense, but it was a defense to where Nnamdi was basically giving a man. You are a man corner. You take away your guy, and we're good. The rest of the shit don't matter. You're a man guy. That's who Nnamdi was. When he got to Philadelphia, we decided to turn him into a zone corner. Well, guess what? He ain't that. He never was that. Even in college, he let it be known when he was at Cal, he never played zone. I take away one side of the field. He was pretty much cut from the same cloth of a Revis. Now, of course, Darrell Revis can play anything. He can play man zone. Hell, he can play the guitar. He can play the saxophone, whatever you want to do.
Right.
Nnamdi wasn't cut from that cloth. So it was more of a know your personnel, and that was on the Eagles because that was when we had Juan Castillo as our defense. He fucked that up. You know what I'm saying? It's like, for example, in my personal opinion, Asante Samuel is the greatest ball thief that the Eagles have ever had. That ball's in the air, Asante Samuel's going to go get it. Now, if you need Asante Samuel to come up and make a big hit on the running back, then you don't want to win. We're going to lose it. He's not making that tackle because that's not what we paid him to do. Different cornerbacks play different in your system. That's why it's so important to tailor your system to your personnel. Stop putting guys in your system and then saying, well, he's not successful, he got to go. Tailor it to the guys you have here. That is how you make successful defenses. You shouldn't just be running wide 9 and have your defensive end split out 12 yards, laterally just because that's the system you run. You don't have a wide 9 defensive end to run that. This is why you're not successful. You hear all this talk about 3-4 defense, 4-3 defense. Well, guess what? If you don't have the personnel, I don't give a shit what you want to run. You don't have the inside D tackles to run this shit. That's why you're getting blown off the ball. It doesn't matter what you want to run.
That's fact, though. Yeah, that's fact, though. You know what I'm saying? So where do you rank? Like, like when you look at our current and my camera died on me, so I had to let it charge for a while. But where do you rank, or what do you think about our linebacking core? You know what I'm saying? A la Jahad Campbell and Jeremiah Trotter and Zach Bond and them. What do you think of them?
If I gave it a letter grade, I would give it a strong A- to B+. And the reason why I'm not giving just a strict A is because I need Vic to allow Jahad Campbell to stay just at linebacker. Because if you stick him back at defensive end, he's going to get gobbled up by these tackles. This kid is a true backer. If you tell me, hey, Zach Bond's there, Jahad Campbell's there, Trotter's going to rotate in. They're going to rotate the kid from Georgia, Small Monday. They're going to rotate him in.
Yeah.
Yep. A. It's an A position. Because everything you need to do, you have 2 instinctive linebackers who are going to do everything on the field.
Right.
Zach Bond can hit, cover. They also are very good with the ball in their hands. That's the one thing that Zach Bond don't get enough credit for.
Right.
Zach Bond picks the ball off. He may not score a touchdown. He's going to get you a lot of positive yards. And same thing with Campbell. They're instinctive around the ball. That position is definitely a position of an advantage for us. The problem is that when Vic gets too creative, I know we had injuries last year, but Jahad Campbell was in position to be Rookie of the Year, Defensive Rookie of the Year, and we moved him to defensive end. He got gobbled up and he got his ass hurt, and we can't do that. We have got to allow our players to play their natural positions.
Got you. It puts so many things in perspective for me in terms of how we're gonna because there's also, like you said, Jeremiah Trotter Jr., Shmael Munden, Jahad Campbell, Zach Bond, and that with that whole rotation going with the defensive ends like Jalix Hunt, Nolan Smith, Jonathan Grenard. I don't know if BG's going to play DN again. I think he's going to play defensive tackle again too. But we got a nice rotation from the defensive end to the defensive tackles, but the linebacking core, that right there, with that rotation that you're talking about, man, that's some hard. Ooh.
I'm gonna tell you, man. I'm gonna tell you the thing that's gonna be. I'm gonna tell you the thing gonna be the biggest indicator of our defense. If Nolan Smith is getting sacks early in the season, we're going to be very successful. I'm talking about if you had us winning 12 games, you go ahead and pencil in for 13 or 14, because what Nolan Smith did in the playoffs, we won a Super Bowl, changed the complexity of our defense. 4 sacks in Super Bowl, and you got to remember, in a 40, Nolan Smith ran, I believe it was 4.38. We're talking about the elite of the elite for defensive end as far as speed. The problem with Nolan Smith is he's so fast, he doesn't break down before getting to the quarterback. That's why his pressure rate is so high, but his sacks are so low. If he gets to the point where he can break down and get to the quarterback, I'm telling y'all, our defense is going to go to a different level, because who's even accounting for Nolan Smith? Most people have written him off already. Oh, I'm not big on him. Nolan Smith don't get any sacks, and I understand that. But last year at this time, my number one, what I told everybody, you're going to know how good our defense is by how productive Jordan Davis is. And everybody was like, oh, man, I'm not big on Jordan Davis, man. He's big, but I think he'll be doing more. He dedicated himself, lost the weight.
Yeah.
Jordan Davis was the best player on our defense last year.
Yeah. Yep. Facts.
He was unstoppable.
Yep.
So we're gonna do it all over again, but this time it's Nolan Smith. It's week 1. Nolan Smith got to the quarterback. You be like, man, D'Angelo told me, get ready for it. And this is another thing with Howie. And this is the reason why it's so good that we have Howie. Nolan Smith gives you 8 to 10 sacks this season. He's getting a contract extension before the season's over with. We're not waiting for it.
Okay.
We're gonna pay him. Now, some people will be like, oh man, I don't think he should have got that much. You pay for production. Potential gets you fired. My old boss taught me that. My first job out of law school. Production is what you're paying for. Your potential is going to get you fired because who you might be can't pay your bills. Who you are is who is going to pay your bills. You might be great one day. Who knows? Hell, Caleb Downs might be great one day, but if he gets in Dallas and he's not producing, he's going to get fired. That's just the way it works.
And the thing is that one thing I will say is hold on. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Someone, I just got a text message, someone thanking me for my service and everything. I just realized what they were saying.
You forgot Memorial Day?
Bruh, you know what I'm saying? There's so much going on. Because this is one of those days, especially for family members and really, really close friends who, know about the things that I had to go through when I was serving and whatnot. I'm normally like someone that they think of when it's like Veterans Day and Memorial Day and stuff like that. So this is like that one of those days where I'm getting all those kinds of messages.
Gotcha. Yeah, and I have the utmost respect for you, man, because I'm a person, I'm a true patriot, and I love America. And I thank y'all every day for the civil liberties we have, man, because I travel a lot also. So trust me, a lot of people, y'all might want to start appreciating America, because once you go, man, leave this country, you'll see. Whew.
Yeah. Oh, I tell people that all the time. There's a lot of things, when you go out the country, you'll see that'll open your eyes. You know what I'm saying? But then there's a lot of things that make you be like, oh, you know what? Yeah, let me take my ass on right back to the States because
bingo. And Leo, let me say this because I see a person in the comments keep talking about we have Lawson, an undrafted free agent. Let me explain something to y'all, man. And I think Lawson's a very talented guy. NFL teams don't pass on you if you're uber talented. They don't. So even though this kid might develop, it's going to take him 3 to 4 years before he should be seeing the field. If Lawson is as good as we think he is, he's going to contribute on special teams. We're not the Dallas Cowboys. We're not putting undrafted free agents out there and then get mad when they're missing their assignments. You went undrafted for a reason.
Yeah.
Now you could have off the field issues. That's a possibility. You could be undersized. That's a possibility. But what we're not going to do is we're not going to basically turn over the keys to the Ferrari to a kid who can't drive a stick. And that's what you're doing by giving an undrafted free agent, putting him out there on the field like that. That's not an Eagles thing. We don't do that.
Well, Fells is the one who really brought it to a head, trying to get folks to understand, because basically he was talking to Cowboy fans because he was trying to tell them, like, listen, we didn't just all of a sudden get good. You know what I'm saying? This was over an extended period of time because the organization took the time to start developing these guys. And once it started happening, then there's a reason why, and I said it because, when Javon Hargrave was on his way out, you told us we were in trouble. Then Milton stepped up. Then when Milton was on his way out, you told us we was in trouble. Then, and so we had people step up, Josh Sweat, the whole 9 yards, and after Hassan, you know what I'm saying? And so it's like, look, y'all, I get that you guys don't really pay close attention to this team and anything like that, but you do realize that a lot of these guys have been on this team for more than 1 year, more than 2 years. And what you're seeing is a succession plan that keeps resetting itself every time, because we can't keep everybody. So the people that we lose are the people that we can't keep, because we got a lot of people. If you are on this team, you are somebody.
Correct.
If you are, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And Leo, the reason why Cowboy fans don't understand is because they're so in tune to who Howie is when it comes to the trade deadline. What they don't see is the players we've drafted and the foundation we've laid. Like the reason why I knew we were gonna keep Hassan Reddick because Josh Sweat was there, like BG was there, like the foundational pieces were always there. So it's like, hey y'all, if if Hassan Reddick feel like he should get 80-90 million dollars, I agree with you. Go play for the Jets, bro. Go play for the Jets. Go play for the Bucks. Go get that money in Chicago because here in Philadelphia, we're not going to pay you like that. We can't. You haven't earned that here because the foundation was laid. Now, I was a huge Hassan Reddick fan, but I understood we were building. I understood it completely. You got to let guys walk. You have to let guys walk when you have built the succession plan. The reason why it was so important for us to sign Jordan Davis before we signed Jalen Carter is because the fifth-year option. It was never a question we were going to sign Jalen Carter. Like anybody creating rumors, I don't even listen to shit like that. He's going to get paid.
Yeah,
the foundation, correct.
JC gonna get his money. You know, there's so many things, like so many narratives that you always hear people try to run with, and particularly when it comes to, you know, how it all is happening with Jordan, like with Jalen Hurts. Like now the new thing is Jalen Hurts is going into this is his last year. This season will be his last year guaranteed money, and then so why haven't y'all given him an extension yet? And I'm like, I truly think it's by design, not because he's playing bad or, you know, and saying this is a prove it year. And I'm like, prove what? What does he need to prove to make it to the Super Bowl?
So you have to remember this, Leo. And again, everybody's in the same draft class. Him, Joe Burrow, and Lamar Jackson all in the same draft class. Has Joe Burrow got another contract?
Yep.
So what exactly will we be paying Jalen Hurts for?
Yep.
Also, when Jalen Hurts and his agent sat down to do his big contract when he got paid last time, he was very clear on his intentions. He wanted to be paid, he wanted to be compensated, but he didn't want to hinder the team. This is a guy who understands that in order for me to be successful, we have to have talent here. If I'm the highest paid player in the NFL, talent walks out the door. He didn't want that. Mm-hmm. This is a very intentional player. The reason why they make all these narratives with Jalen is because Jalen doesn't come out to the media and speak. You don't have to speak. It's result driven. And if you win, it speaks volumes. It's silent.
Yeah. I 10 million% agree. 10 million%. The thing is that I even felt like all of this was by design. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you right now. AJ gets traded. Smitty gets a new contract.
Cool. And here's the thing, right? Smitty could have gotten way more when we paid him. But here's the thing with Smitty. Smitty was smart. If I'm getting paid 2 years, 2 years before everybody's in my class, why would I wait? Because as you know, Leo, money has a market value. Yep. You're getting, yes, I can get more than $25 million a season. But if I get paid the $25 million a season 2 years for everybody else, guess what? I'm up $50 million compared to my counterparts when they finally get their money.
Yep.
It's good business on both ends. And most people don't understand that when it comes to money.
Yep. I was even talking about the dead cap hit because here's the thing. You take on AJ, he has a pretty decent contract to take on when considered to market value. You know what I'm saying? And without further ado, I've been wanting to do this forever and ever. You know what I'm saying? D'Angelo, it is my great privilege and honor to introduce you to the man of the hour, Philly 500. Philly 500 it's my honor to introduce you to my main man, D'Angelo. What's happening, bruh?
What's up, D'Angelo? It's great to meet you. I love everything I've heard so far. Listening to you the last few episodes. A true Eagle fan, man, which I respect very, very highly. A lot of the things you said, man. So it's a pleasure to meet you.
Man, 500, I appreciate it, man. I've been subscribed to you. Listen, if you've been on YouTube for 10 years, I've been subscribed for 10 years, man. Love your content, bro. Love the content, man. Absolutely love the content, bro. Listen, your success, man. You deserve it. I'm proud of you, man. Keep going. Keep putting the foot in Mark Holmes' ass. He needs it.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
The guy's gonna be in the loony bin by the time this year's over, though. That's for sure. He's losing it. But no, I appreciate it, man. It's great to meet you, and I appreciate the support. I do. What's your, if you don't mind me, what's your username? So I could recognize if I see it in the chat or anything.
Well, this the thing, Philly. I wouldn't waste my time. Your chat goes too fast. You better find me in there. Your fucking chat goes so fast, dude.
I know. I can't keep up with it. I try, but I can't.
It's almost impossible, man. I've always loved your content, man.
I appreciate that.
When I came in, it was you and Lord Brunson as, you know what I'm saying, pretty much our spokespeople. Love you and LB, man. Great content. Love what you and Joey Shakes do, bro. I just love the content, definitely.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. It means a lot.
Yeah, we were actually discussing earlier. We were discussing some of the things that we've noticed, you know, since I've been off the Mark Holmes channel and everything, and then like these, and it's like, you know, and D'Angelo said it too. He's like, bro, it's not the same. It's not the same. I said he's moving into Momo Uncle Ruckus atmosphere, right? It's like,
see, and I was telling Leo, the problem with him, Philly, is the fact that he doesn't. Leo was once the balance on his channel when he would come in. The balance is gone now. Now Mark is turning to more like WWE, like it's like wrestling now. Like, dude, you're giving all these fake takes and stuff. Like keep it at the foundation of football. Because for some odd reason, like I watch you go on Dan's show.
Wait a minute, real quick. There it is, Philly, right there. That's his username, D'Angelo Cranston 91.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll just if for whatever reason I'll keep my eye out. But thank you.
Definitely. And it's like the thing is when you go on Dan's show, and it always makes me laugh when you and Mark are on there, because for some odd reason everybody teams gets a draft, right? We draft, the Cowboys draft, everybody got a draft. Every year somehow the Eagles get worse. If you let them tell it, we just magically get worse every year. It doesn't matter who we draft, we just always take a step back. And we're like, how does this work, guys? How? They're so delusional. Okay, we are the worst team in the NFC East, and we won 11 games. Like, guys, if y'all won 11 games, you would have a parade at your house. For us, it was a letdown. We had a down year. No,
it's so true. You know, like going on there, it's like, you know, it's like, all right, here we go again today. Well, I know what we're going to talk about before I even get there. But it's like every year we get worse. Every year, like you were mentioning Mark Holmes titles before when I was listening. Like if you go back and you listen to some of them and just keep reading those, you're gonna find that he just repeats the same thing over and over again.
Correct.
Like in 2016, 2017, when I first met Mark, he would do videos talking about, well, 2020 comes, the Eagles salary cap is going to be a disaster, and it's going to take them 4 to 5 years. Yeah. And now it's the same thing again. Now it's in 2029. Like last week he says, 2029, you guys are going to you have problems. You think I'm thinking about 2029? That means I'm going to win 26, 27, 28. Am I going to have 3 Super Bowls by then? I mean, you know.
Correct. And the reason why he's going to 2029 is because he knows what he's staring down. He knows what he's looking at. And it's like, Mark, you've made 7 videos in the past week about how the salary cap keeps exploding and how you got more money coming in. Guess what, Mark? That applies to the Eagles also, not just to the Cowboys. When the salary cap goes up, it goes up for us also. It's like, brother, it's okay for you to admit that we're going to enjoy the fruits of our labor also. That's why we don't care about 2029, guys. When 2029 gets here, the salary cap is probably going to be up 150 million. So Mark is just making content for no reason.
And how he will restructure and do things. I mean, he's already done it. I mean, the one thing the Eagles show you that they're willing to eat cap to you know, free up salary cap down the road. Yeah, they did. Correct. Yeah, I mean, with the whole Wentz thing, they definitely did. So you know, I don't worry about it. But I think Mark is like he has invested himself so much in Dak Prescott to where he can't get off this train. Like he can't be rational now because he's tied everything to Dak. And I was saying to you earlier, Leo, you hear about how great their players are, but then when they don't win, Dak doesn't have any hope. Well, you just told me that they got a better line, you got better receivers, you got better running back.
Definitely.
And then what?
Definitely. And that's the thing. And Philly, I said the same thing to Leo, and I said the main problem you have in Dallas is that these guys idolize their players. Every player is compared to all-time great until it's time to get paid. And then when it's time to get paid, now all of a sudden y'all return to knuckleheads. Now all of a sudden, because the only thing you've ever heard of is that Michael Parsons was a generational talent. Mark was comparing this man to Lawrence Taylor, like nothing about what is wrong with you? And then when it's time to get paid, now all of a sudden the podcast is a problem. You compared him to Lawrence Taylor. Lawrence Taylor was coked out of his mind and was still getting paid. Y'all want to pay a drug-free Michael Parsons? This is crazy.
Yeah, and they've been doing it. Do you remember when there was Dawkins was in his prime? There was a safety, you guys probably remember, Roy Williams. Yep. Roy Williams, I used to argue every day with Cowboy fans that Roy Williams was not as good as Brian Dawkins. Every day they put him up there.
Yeah.
And then now look where is he at? It's like Christian Parker goes, now he's the greatest defense. He's the second coming of Buddy Ryan, inventing the 46 defense. Like Christian Parker hasn't called one defensive play yet.
And this is the thing, Phil. And I know you were big on Christian Parker. I'm not as big as him as most Eagles fans. But here's my thing, and I have to keep explaining to them, guys. We drafted Cooper DeJean and Quinyon Mitchell because that's who Howie Roseman had us taking.
Right.
He doesn't go in the room and ask Christian Parker his input. Like that's not how this works. Like when Vic Fangio is calling his defense, he doesn't say, Christian, should I call this next? He's the godfather. This is his defense. Yeah. Like, what are y'all talking about? Like, you can be a great defensive back coach, but my defensive coordinator is the one who put me in position to make this play. Not my defensive back coaches coach technique, guys.
Right.
They teach technique. They don't call plays. What is wrong with y'all?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't get. I mean, I like Christian Parker, but when you have Cooper DeJean, you have Quinyon Mitchell, you have talent built in. He's coaching, developing talent. Patrick Surtain, talent. When you're molding talent, it's a lot different. Just because Cooper DeJean and Quinyon are successful, it's not because of Christian Parker. It's because they're talented. They're talented. Correct. Now he could help teach that and advance it, but you've got to have talent, and that's the one thing I think Cowboy fans are missing this all season.
Well,
they're going to figure out real fast.
D'Angelo's been real consistent with talking about you can't teach speed. You can't. Doesn't matter how smart you are or anything like that. If the wide receiver's running a 4.29 or a 4.33, and you run a 4.54, bitch, you just that's it. You looking like going against Kobe.
And Philly, I'm gonna say a name that you're gonna laugh because me and you used to he was just driving us crazy. Nate Allen at safety. You remember Nate Allen?
Oh, yeah, late Nate Allen is what I used to call him.
Remember late. You remember you called it because we liked the guy. He worked hard. He was just fucking slow, man. And that's what I need Cowboys. Yeah. He's slow. The guy was smart. Yeah. He tackled hard. He just slow. And when you're slow, you're late. Yeah. He's always going to be late because we took him early in the draft and he was slow. And it's like, dude, you can watch all the film you want to. You can be a high IQ guy. Oh, he was a Rhodes Scholar. He's 12 yards off the ball, and then when the receiver runs a post corner, he can't turn and run. So that's why it's always a touchdown. You can't hide guys that on defense because they simply cannot run. And they're getting mad at me, and I'm asking it because when they told me to come on Leo's challenge, like, well, I asked a question. I say, well, how fast is Caleb Downs? Mm-hmm. And everybody's like, wait, what? I'm like, no one decided to ask the question. If he's generational, what's generational about him?
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
What
Right.
does
Yeah, I
he
mean, I
do
don't-
that? What does he do that no one else does? What does he do that separates him from everybody else? Because you telling me he wears a green dot and knows the playbook, that means absolutely nothing to me. Who
No,
are you on
no.
your merit?
Right.
Right.
Right. And again, the question and Philly, I wish you could have been there on Game Time's channel today, because I asked that question. So what metrics are you using? If it's not interceptions and it's not speed, then what metrics are you using to say that he's a generational talent?
Is that what they're calling him?
Say that again?
That's what they're calling him now, a generational talent?
Generational talent, the second coming of Ed Reed. Game Time Brian said, I wouldn't say Ed Reed. He reminds me more of Rob Woodson.
I almost died. Like Philly.
Rob Woodson.
Philly, I almost died. Like, listen, everybody, a lot of people will tell you that Deion's the best DB of all time. I beg to differ. The greatest defensive back to put on some shoulder pads is Rod Woodson. What is wrong with you, man?
Yeah.
Rod Woodson, and this is before the combine, okay? It is confirmed that Rod Woodson ran 4.28. We're talking about the elite of the elite. What are you telling me right now? This is insane to me. And Leo, he was being very diplomatic today, and I was laughing because I see Leo was trying to get from point A to point B, and they won't let him go in a straight line. They kept cutting him off, and it was the most hilarious shit. Because when Leo posed the question, they're like, well, how fast is Caleb Downs? And somebody was like, yeah, I mean, he's fast. Well, how fast is he? Well, I mean, I think he's fast. And then they said, well, I don't know why y'all keep talking about, Ed Reed. We never said that. Every Cowboy fan, every channel has been saying Ed Reed. And then once we got past that, the best question happened, and it had me in tears. Somebody in the comments goes, well, do y'all think that Caleb Downs is better than Cooper DeJean?
That's what I'm getting.
What is wrong with you?
Getting this. I'm getting arguments from Cowboy fans in my comment section saying Cooper DeJean is no Caleb Downs. Did this guy really just say that Cooper DeJean is better than Caleb? I'm like, are they crazy? Oh
Philly,
my God.
Philly, hear me out. Hear me out. We talk about a second unit of NFL being a first team all pro.
Yeah.
This may never be duplicated. We have two cornerbacks who went first team all pro in the same secondary who came out of the same draft class. Do you understand how insane that is? Like when Patrick Surtain was getting first team all pros, it was just him, nobody else on the team.
Exactly.
And y'all are comparing a kid. You're comparing a kid who hasn't made a single tackle in the NFL to a first team all pro, a Super Bowl champion who had a pick six in the Super Bowl on his birthday.
They're going to fuck that dude up. They're going to fuck Caleb Downs up.
Oh, I know they are. They're going to do Roy Williams. They're going to Roy Williams him.
Yeah, I was
going to Roy Williams.
It's going to be the Cowboys' fault. They're going to do it to him.
Yeah, the thing with Rod Woodson comparison is crazy though, because Rod Woodson, you remember, he came out. He was an elite cornerback, an outside corner. Not a slot corner. He was an outside corner.
Yes.
Who transitioned to safety because of injuries and getting old, and then became one of the best safeties
of all time. League. He's the only, to this day, the only one with first team all pro as a cornerback and safety multiple times. So when you mention a guy like that, it's a reason why I'm so outraged and ready to punch my keyboard, because you've lost your noodle. You have lost your mind. And this is where it's just so frustrating, Philly, because like Leo's like, there's no way you don't have a YouTube channel. I can't be on YouTube. I'm going to break things.
Oh, I know.
There's no way. There's absolutely no way that you're going to figure out a way that this kid is better than all-time greats, yet he has none of the attributes of all-time greats. Like I broke down.
Play it down.
Correct. And I told Leo, I said, Leo, I'm saying it now because it's foreshadowing. Christian Parker's going to find out real fast that he can't run. And they're going to move him close to the line and make him a nickelback. And here's the problem with that, guys. Nickel cornerbacks, inside cornerbacks don't get drafted in the top 12.
No.
Those guys go at the end of the first round in the second round.
Theo, that's for you. Theo's about to hop in here, y'all.
Yeah. See, I look at Cooper DeJean as not just a nickel corner or even a safety. I think he's capable of being almost like a Swiss Army knife. Like down the road when he develops,
stole my words.
You
stole my words right out of my mouth.
I think you could use him everywhere. Like he should be a matchup nightmare. Like you
Correct.
need him on a tight end, you put him on tight end. Like game to game, you should be able to move him all around. So when they talk about, well, how are they going to pay him or where are they going to pay him? I think you pay him under the title weapon. I think he's a defensive weapon.
You know the reason why we can't move Cooper DeJean to the outside, Philly. It was we were playing against the Bengals last year, and I believe it was like 4th down and 7, and Jamar Chase ran that slant and about 5 yards. Cooper DeJean hit him, and it died right there. When Cooper DeJean hits you, you die right there. Everybody talks about the hit on Derrick Henry, and rightfully so. When you make that open field tackle on Jamar Chase, and he got up and he was like, what just happened? That is why you don't move that guy. Because we got somebody, when he hits you, you die right at the point of attack. Cowboys, you don't have that. So you can't run our defense because you don't have that. You have to have the horses if you want to win the race.
And I just want
that's they don't have.
I want to give a quick shout out to Theo, who just hopped in there on the panel. What's up, Theo?
Theo, what up, baby?
What's up, Theo? How are you?
I'm good. I'm glad I finally get to meet Philly 500 on a podcast. Finally.
Oh, no way! This is your first time meeting him?
It is.
Oh shit! I killed 2 birds with one.
Hey, Theo, we in the big leagues, baby. Leo put us in the big leagues.
Yo,
I appreciate that.
Yo,
see, I used to wash lettuce. Now they got me on the fries. Thank you, Leo. I'm in the big leagues, baby.
Next year I'll be manager.
Next year I'll be managing.
Yeah. I'm so happy this is happening. Man. I thought, oh man, okay. Yeah, Philly. Theo's our resident staff.
Yeah, I've interacted with him, I believe, in the chat while I was listening and stuff. But
I remember the first time he and I was reading off the December stats for the Cowboys.
Yeah,
and how
I said December. I said that's when they choke.
Yep.
Right? Every year.
Yep.
Every year. Like clockwork.
Now, Philly. When D'Angelo first came on, it was Theo who actually was watching the highlights of Caleb Downs while he was at.
He was getting cooked by A.D. Mitchell.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was about 2 or 3 yards away from him.
And what I had to explain, Philly, was that it's not that he's getting beat. He's getting roasted to the point where you realize he doesn't have the speed to keep up with these guys at all.
Right.
It's not he got a good move, inside out. No, he's getting smoked. Like he's getting burned the whole game. And they're in the comments like, oh, you're focusing too much on speed. And the reason why people don't want to accept it, because when you're a fast guy, you run fast all the time. And when you're a guy who can't really run with these guys, they have to hide you. There's no hiding you in this Cowboys defense because they don't have a Cooper DeJean. There is no Quinyon Mitchell in Dallas. You got a whole bunch of banged up inside cornerbacks playing outside. A hurt guy who was slow only gets slower after the injury.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yep, that's true.
Man, boy. I mean, that's their whole bread. I mean, you showed me the pictures, Leo, where they're showing you the Cowboys defense for this year. It's like he's the highlight of the defense. So
and then there should have been the.
I mean, they got rid of Jadeveon Clowney. I think Jadeveon Clowney arguably is better than Rashawn Gary. To be quite honest with you.
No question.
There is no doubt there.
It's like, now Marco, did you see today? He actually did a video about Myles Garrett. Why on earth would Myles Garrett want to play in Dallas?
I said
truly the delusion.
He's from Dallas. Because he's from Dallas. Well, then he can go there in the off season and hang out. Why does he want to play for the Cowboys? You could lose in Cleveland. He doesn't have to move anywhere,
But Philly, this is where the delusion continues to pop up, and this is where it shows its ugly head. You keep telling us you won the Micah Parsons trade, yet you keep on trying to get another pass rusher. If you would just pay your pass rusher, dude. Ain't that simple?
Crazy.
Real quick,
It's
I want to
crazy.
give a shout out to Tribe Called Quest with the $50 super chat. He says, "Salute Leo. What up, Philly 500 Bird Section in the building. Chat, everybody, go Birds Philly 500. Thank you for the love on your show, man. Oh, wow.
no, man. Thank you, man.
Tribe. You know what I'm saying? You always come through in the clutch for a brother, man. So, got to keep
Appreciate you, Tribe.
Bro. So I appreciate you, man. Thank you for that,
Definitely.
man. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I remember when you first
Memorial
shared this to me.
Elder Victoria's dead. Go ahead, Theo.
I remember when you first shared this photo on stream, and I'm like, "Who the fuck is LT Overton? Who the fuck is this guy?"
Philly? You see this, D'Angelo?
Mm-hmm.
Bums,
D
man.
Winters.
Crazy.
Where's
Yeah.
D
Listen.
Summers at?
Right.
You got D
Okay.
Fall.
You know what's the most hilarious thing, dude? This would like not paying Michael Parsons and then telling everybody you wanted to trade is the equivalent of the Eagles not signing Quinyon Mitchell to an extension, and then we spend the next 3 off seasons telling people, "Oh man, we're gonna get this cornerback. We might trade for Patrick Surtain. How about we just pay Quinyon Mitchell and that way we don't have to do this dumb shit? How about that?"
Exactly.
No, but
Yeah,
D'Angelo,
exactly.
that would require critical thinking, and that's something that Dallas just does not do.
If they wanted Quinn Williams, they could have traded a first round pick for him and got him anyways.
You could have did this 4 years ago, Philly.
Yeah,
you could have did this 4 years ago. What?
If they would have paid Parsons 4 years ago or whatever, he would have been cheap, and you could still have gone out and got Quinn Williams. Now you would talk about a formidable defensive front because you got really 2 good guys. But to me, I look at their defense, especially that defensive line. It doesn't scare me at all, especially with our offensive line. If our guys are healthy, it doesn't scare me. Their linebackers don't scare me, and I think what they let 38 points a game last year or something like that. So what is going to be like 36 points a game? Maybe they save 2 points. You know what I mean? A week. They're going to get killed.
No, Philly, 36 and a half.
36 and a half. So if that goes down to 32, they're still the same old Cowboys.
Well, and this is the problem, right? This is the problem, right? I told Leo and Theo this last time. You have a guy in Deron Bland. Deron Bland is an inside corner. He's a nickel. The only reason he's playing outside is because you paid him all the money. See, only goofballs like Dallas do stuff like this. I don't care how much money you make. You're not an outside receiver. He's coming off a knee injury, and guess what? He was already slow. So guess what he's going to do the whole next season? I guess Caleb Ed Reed Downs is going to figure out a way to play 15 yards off the ball and cover from sideline to sideline because these guys can't run. Siobhan Revell can't run. Guys who are slow and get hurt get slower. And anybody who's ever played football understands the concept, but they just won't accept it. For some odd reason, Christian Parker is going to do the Black Panther, put the little leaves over the knee, and that knee going to heal up, and they're going to magically turn fast. Like, dude, the fuck?
Now, D'Angelo, I did say something earlier today in that Game Time Brian live stream. DBs certainly, out of all the positions on the field, you see take the most attritional damage out of anywhere on that defense. I know, you've got D linemen, you've got the linebackers, but they're able to toughen up and take those injuries a little bit. Looking at Dallas's DBs, it's like I know 80% of them are going to get hurt before week 12. I know it. They're too fragile.
Correct. And they have such long injury histories, man. You can't invest in guys who have injury histories. That's how your team gets old really fast. If you want to see what's going on with the Commanders last year, guys, don't worry about the age. Google these guys and look at their injury history. It's about as long as a fucking track meet. These guys have been hurt their whole career. When Bobby Wagner is your number one source of stability, that man is 62 years old. You're not going anywhere fast. Bobby Wagner is old as shit.
He is. He really is.
Yeah,
hey, still productive, but old as shit. Still productive. He's old.
Ye old yesteryear, he was winning the Super Bowl.
He was old a decade ago, guys. That's the crazy part.
Yeah, he was.
Well, he was a main contributor to why they were the oldest team in the league last year. He was one of the contributors to that.
Yeah, him and Debo.
Theo, I want to make a point to you because I know you're a Lions fan, and I know y'all walked through the wilderness for a long time trying to fix that defense.
Wilderness, try desolate wasteland.
When y'all drafted Aiden Hutchinson, and because the Jaguars took they took Walker, I said, this is the home run. This is the home run right here. When y'all got Aiden Hutchinson and he went out there that first season, and you've seen it, you're like, he's pretty much a Watt brother. He's pretty much TJ Watt without no relation. There was never a question that y'all were going to sign him to the extension. Because that's what competent GMs do. How do you get your guy? How do you draft your guy? You trade with the Eagles, you get your guy, you get Michael Parsons, y'all make all these videos, y'all call him the next Lawrence Taylor, y'all call him the Lion, and then you don't pay him, and then you want to tell us that you won the trade. You have lost your fucking mind, man.
Want to trade? Yeah, they're nuts, dude. Do you see? I mean, his videos are crazy. Like, and they're getting more crazy by the day. Yeah. Like today, remember the one I sent you? It was the Eagles. Like, he's telling his fan base that our fan base is basically worrying about the season. Like, we think it's over. Like, we're all down and depressed, and it's all downhill. Like, who thinks that? Does anybody think that? No, I'm excited about this year. None
of us have said that, Philly, because they're the most contradicting fan base ever. They make fun of us because our offense isn't more explosive, but we're a running team. Oh my God. They never respected AJ Brown the whole time he was in Philly. They make every video about how CeeDee Lamb was better, even when AJ had better seasons. But now that AJ's gone, our offense is dead. Right. The same offense that we've all agreed is a running offense. Like, come on, man. We've always been a hard-nosed running team. Listen, far before Saquon Barkley walked in, it was Shady McCoy. Before Shady, it was Westbrook. Before him, it was Deuce State. We've always been able to run the football. That's just what we do in Philadelphia.
Yeah, you guys are constantly on the edge of collapse. I'm sorry. I got to tell you. I got to be the first one to tell you. You guys are on the verge of collapse. Have been for like 25 years.
Yeah.
You know, quit acting like you're stable or nothing.
It's insane. It's insane.
I was like, I have to send this to Leo. This is nuts.
Oh man, listen. And then he was actually in one of the videos he just did today. It was actually it was for Rob A. You know, and again, I went back and told everybody that goes back to when Rob A and Philly 500 jumped his ass on Game Time channel because he was trying to get some shit started. First of all, he wasn't prepared for the answers. And
no,
I'll say
this. He thought he had us in check. He thought he had us.
Yeah. And he was like, my bad. And it was like, nah, motherfucker, you knew exactly what you was doing. And then the other part was, it wasn't until the next day or 2 days later, he was like, well, Jalen wasn't there. And it's like, come on, dog, now you're reaching.
I know.
Let it go, man. Let it go. Julio Jones made a video saying, I got invited, but I couldn't go because I had other things to do. But, you know.
What I love now is he's in this kick where he keeps talking about Jalen Hurts and about the Eagles having to move on because time has run out. And he's got his quarterback 11, 12 years into the league. Hasn't done anything, and he doesn't
still
mention
as young as an ox.
Mention it.
Oh no,
it's crazy.
Yeah.
How dare you insult the great legacy?
You guys know what the funny part? The funniest thing to me is he's made 5 videos about how Jalen Hurts didn't go to AJ Brown's wedding. Here's some breaking news, guys. Are y'all ready for this? Yeah. AJ Brown didn't go to Jalen Hurts' wedding either. And they were on great terms. It's called obligations, guys. They have their own family obligations. It's just what it is, man. Like I know it's a hard concept, but you have a lot of teammates. A lot of them can't make it to things you have going on. A lot of guys wanted to go to AJ Brown's he had a softball, flag football camp.
Yeah.
They had other obligations, man. Listen, there's no hard feelings.
Right.
No.
And that's why
I am a human being.
Right. And
I think they're forgetting that they are human beings with actual lives.
Yeah, well,
and so go ahead, Leo. I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say look, whatever it is, it's between them two. If there is something,
Yeah, I think there is something. I
Yeah.
personally think, but what are you gonna do?
yeah. Hey,
Well, Leo, here's the thing, right? I don't like any of my coworkers. I'm still gonna be there in the morning. Who gives a shit? Like
Exactly.
people want this to be something that's it's not that. I don't like AJ. First of all, yeah, remember, I believe I'm 1,000% sure that Jalen Hurts is the godfather of one of AJ's kids. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
So their relationship goes back to college. So whatever the rift is, it doesn't matter to us, guys. They are football players. We need you to play football at a high level. Now, if AJ wants out, I can sleep good. You want to know why? We paid you twice. We took care of you.
And
You
we
went
got
all pro
ROI.
here.
we got
And we
good
got-
ROI.
We got the best ROI you can get from a receiver. Because every receiver who they say is better than AJ, none of them have a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So we got everything we're supposed to get out of it. I don't have.
Yeah,
I'm not going to lose any sleep. And AJ Brown is my favorite. Offensively,
I love AJ.
he's my favorite player on the offense. But AJ, if you're not happy here, best of luck to you and good riddance. Now I'm gonna tell you what I personally want to happen. I want to send him anywhere but the Patriots. Could care
Right.
less about them. Anywhere but the
Right.
Patriots.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I know.
I would love for him to go to Jacksonville and us get Brian Thomas Jr. back in a trade.
Well, now, okay. So, glad you brought that up because remember what I told you guys that when I did the NFC East clash, you have to go through a period of trolling before you actually start talking, and that was how it was with Louis T, right? And once Louis T got off the trolling part and really started talking actual factuals and stuff like that, that's when Louis T said, nobody wants to say it, but I'll say it. I don't care. Brian Thompson coming to the Philadelphia Eagles scares the shit out of me. And no one says anything.
Yeah.
And
because he's the only one who can be transparent because Louis T knows how good the Eagles are.
Right.
Listen, we broke him, Leo. Leo, after we beat them in an NFC Championship game, we put the 55 on his head. Louis T went on a blocking spree and blocked us all. I will never forget it. It was the most pathetic shit that ever happened. And he's like, oh, I got those Eagle fans, like they're disrespecting me. I'm like, we're right here in the comments reading. No one called you out your name. We just kept saying 55. We got a 55 burger. We got 55 on it, and it broke him because he built it up that he was going to slay the dragon. And we got there that first handoff from Saquon, and the man had tears in his eyes. He had a whole watch party, y'all. And he was fighting tears. It was the most hilarious shit.
Yeah, they were trying to slay a dragon. They slayed the wrong one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. They called y'all coming off the injuries, man, and it was a great victory for them. And they ran into those brass knuckles.
I don't
and
even
every last
remember
person
the
had
second
them.
half. I don't remember that second half. I think I blacked out in that second half.
Yeah, as you should, man, because this was your opportunity. It was the grudge match. It was going to be us versus the Lions. I was excited about it. They got so much speed. I was like, bro, this is going to be it. And then y'all,
Philly, I'll see you in the NFC Championship game this year. We'll see you there.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah. Coming out of the NFC North again. Because I'll be honest,
a good game.
I was prepared. I really thought we were going to have to go to Detroit to play the Lions because I was saying things like, if I got to go to Detroit to play the Lions, I'm glad I'm going with this offense and this defense. Shit. I take the Pepsi challenge. And that year we had a really good road record, too. So
when we beat them the year before that, right? Didn't we go in there and beat them the year before?
Right.
Yeah, we did.
Season, yeah.
Yeah, we did. We did.
We went 12-5 in that season. We got the 3 seed out of that for the North.
Right.
And then
Theo,
somehow we got to the NFC Championship game.
And Theo, I must tell you this. I am a diehard Eagles fan, but if I had to root for a team who's not in my division, who that has never had any, I was rooting for the Detroit Lions to get a Super Bowl. Y'all have an amazing fan base, and y'all had the greatest running back of all time, war number 20. So So I grew up a Barry fan, man. So glad I never had to tackle him. So I want y'all to get there one day. Now I'm hoping it's not at the expense of the Eagles. So if y'all can do it when we have a bad year, I appreciate that. But I definitely want y'all to get one day, man. I think y'all deserve it. Amazing fan base.
Yeah, it is. They've been through a lot.
We are loyalty personified, as stated for 60
And
years.
y'all, and you're a real fan base. So when it finally happens to you, it's gonna be that much sweeter, brother. When 2017 hit, let me tell you something. Those tears that poured down my face, and I was in Minnesota at the Super Bowl. I was there. I watched. Flew in. The coldest weather I've ever been in my life, brother. When those tears fell down my cheek, it was like they were just warm. Like I was just sitting, and like God had put a halo on top of my head because finally it happened for me. It was so amazing.
I didn't sleep for a week.
Oh, bro.
Yeah.
I was so scared that I was going to wake up and be dreaming. That I was afraid to go sleep. I was if I wake up, it's not gonna be real.
Yeah. Hey Philly, you want to hear something crazy though? The last play of the game when he threw the ball and to Gronk, brother, let me tell you something that's crazy. The stadium was so loud. It was, and the confetti fell early. We thought that he caught it. We thought we lost.
Oh man,
it was horrible.
All they would have been able to do was tie. They were down.
No. If they tie the game, we lose, Leo. Look, that's Tom Brady out there. Hey, we can be honest now. We got the trophy.
The TB12 right there.
That's definitely TB12 right there, man. And it was Gronk, and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Right.
I just remember that seemed like that ball was up in the air for an hour.
It was there forever.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. As soon as I saw that first bounce, I was like, "We did it."
It was. I'll say this, and it was amazing going to it. I will never go to another Super Bowl. I can't. It's too much. I'm overstimulated, man. I'm so fucking nervous. I couldn't eat anything in 2 days because it's just so much. The buildup was just so crazy. It's like, I think we're going to do this, and of course, everybody was picking the Patriots. I'm just like, I'm telling y'all, man, I think we're finna go out here and give it to him. Like I felt really good about it because as soon as Wentz went down, man, everybody was texting me, "Oh man, y'all season's over with." I was like, man, something special is going on. Something special is going on with us. I just knew it.
I didn't think we were going to win. I be honest, because once Foles took over, I did a video. I said the Eagles are going to go to the Super Bowl, but they're going to lose. That's what I said because I was like, they're going to lose because of the backup quarterback. Because I had that year, I had a weird dream. Like I had this dream that the Eagles beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl and Wentz outplayed Brady. So when Wentz was hurt and not there, I was like, oh man, we're going to lose because of the quarterback. That's just our luck. Right. But Foles went out there and
I got to give it to him. The first game that he took over against the Raiders. So I watched because we won with a field goal against the Raiders.
No, Rams.
He was bad for a lot. Yeah, he was bad
Rams.
For a lot.
He was horrible. Remember, he was horrible for the Rams when Wentz went down. He was horrible. It was scary. It was scary.
He threw 4 touchdowns against the Giants. In one start, and then he was bad down the stretch. And then the Raiders game. Then if you remember that Atlanta game was like.
Yep.
That wasn't good for the first half.
Yep.
And then dude came out. And that was the thing with Nick Foles is and I would tell people, it was like the reason I thought he'd go to Super Bowl is because I thought Foles was a clutch quarterback. If you remember the playoff game we lost to New Orleans, he comes off the field. We have the lead. He won that game.
Yep.
He blew that with a penalty and then a field goal. But I always thought he was streaky. And he was clutch in big situations, and he just caught one of those hot times, man, and that was it.
Well, they said that Frank Reich and Doug went to Chip. Chip was the one who gave him the blueprint for how to bring out the best in Foles with the whole run pass option.
Yeah, the RPO. He was great at it. He was definitely great at it, which was weird because a lot of people didn't realize how good of an athlete Nick Foles was. Nick Foles was a very good athlete, man.
Yep. Well, I remember telling people we did draft him, and he did light the Raiders up so much that they put his cleats and shit in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, he had 7 touchdown passes.
Yeah.
And then they took him out the fourth quarter. I was so pissed off. It's
I wanted to get 10.
Record and didn't get him.
I wanted him to get 10. I wanted him to get 10, y'all. I was selfish as shit. Get 10. I know the Raider fan base probably wanted to stab us in the parking lot.
The Cowboys would have done it. The Cowboys do it. I mean, they milked the stats in on loss. Like 30 seconds left, and they're still trying to score touchdowns, and you're down 34 points.
But see, Philly, that's the part that they don't add when they start throwing stats in your face.
Oh yeah,
the padding of the stats against sub 500 teams, and so
Hey,
on.
they used to call Matt Stafford Stat Padford here in Detroit. They used to call him that. Yeah. It was during the dark ages of Detroit football.
And I must tell you guys, nobody can kick the Tennessee Titans ass like the Cowboys and Dak Prescott. I've never seen a team of 35 points and this man is out here. I'm talking about throwing, he's slanging his ball. He is firing his picks, and I'm just like, are y'all not worried about next week? This is insane. You're up by 35 points and this guy's doing 5-step drops. This is incredible. And I'm like, this is a reason why y'all are never going to make a playoff run. And it's so crazy because they'll lose a game and Mark Holmes will do a full breakdown of the stats. Yeah, but Dak was 31 for 38 and 400 yards.
I know.
Brother, he threw 2 pick sixes. You lost by a touchdown. What are you doing?
It's that Green Bay game. The pick six was the dagger that killed them. Like, at some point, you have to have a quarterback, even if you're losing, that puts you in it, that keeps you in the game, that gets you back in the game. Anytime Dak has had any one of those moments, he fails. He
Every
fails
time.
completely.
I will glean this little gem of information for you. So, of all the rivalries in the NFC North, of course, you have the rivalry between Packers-Bears. All 4 fan bases, and I've interviewed all 4, will say that their secondary rival will always be the Dallas Cowboys. The North hates the Cowboys with a passion.
Really?
Interesting.
As they should. As they should.
Green Bay's grudge is damn near ancient with the Cowboys.
Yeah, I can understand the Packers. That one makes sense to me.
The Bears grudge is, it's sort of it started in the 70s and then got personified in the 85 season.
Now, hold on real quick, folks. We got 60-something people watching this and in the chat. While you're here, hit that like button for your boy. Y'all know that's like the tip jar. And then after you do that, head on over to Philly 500's channel. Join Dingbat Nation.
There you go.
Make sure you sub up and get on in. And then head on over to the Eagles Collective podcast. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, Phil. You missed Warren when he was here.
Sorry about that. I'll catch him on the next time.
I'll let him know. Rob A's listening. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Theo.
Shout out to
Theo, I must tell you this, man. This had to be probably 10 to 15 years ago. Couldn't tell you the exact time. But boy, you had a game versus those Dallas Cowboys. And me being here in Texas.
2014 season, man.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
And before that happened, it felt
before the game. Before the game, Dez Bryant opens his big ass mouth and tells the world that he's better than Calvin Johnson. And I'm at a Cowboys watch party. I'm at a Cowboys watch party, y'all. And we're sitting there and they're pouring it. And they're pouring it on and they are talking so much shit. I said, something's telling me the Lions are gonna figure out a way to win this game. And bruh, Matt Stafford buckled that fucking chin strap, and I said, this is a badass white boy.
Yep.
He threw that damn go route to Calvin Johnson. I said, I think y'all scored 7 touchdowns on that. It was like 35 points on that. So I was like, this may be the greatest offensive short. Now listen, y'all had Leo out there playing fucking D tackle. So you had to outscore him. But man, one of the greatest. When I tell you the most delicious Cowboy tears was surrounding me, brother, I was licking their cheeks and I was like, it tastes like milk and honey. It was one of the greatest days of my life. It was amazing.
And D'Angelo, the reason I say that the NFC North has a bone to pick with the Cowboys is because of this. See, the Cowboys have always kind of been the thorn in the side for a lot of the NFC North teams. We've always seen them. The Lions rivalry has been renewed, obviously, since the 2022 season with the missed call for Dan Skipper.
You guys got ripped
We
off
got
that
fucking robbed with that.
That was horrible. I remember that.
And you can see the results of what Detroit thought about it for the next 2 games. We went into Cowboys Stadium on Jerry Jones's birthday and put up a 50 burger on him.
Oh yeah, I remember the 50 ball.
And then this year, 35 in the first half.
Let me tell you something. Jameer Gibbs was running so fast you couldn't see his feet.
It was beautiful.
You couldn't see, listen. It's like he's really Sonic, y'all. You can't see his cleats. He runs so fast.
Absolutely.
He is ridiculously fast. Like he makes fast guys look slow.
Yeah, and Philly, the one thing I was telling Leo was the more bald people you have on your staff, the better the results are.
On the coaching staff. Yeah.
If your coaches are bald,
Philly, we went and pulled up the
gets
pictures
done.
and everything.
It's true.
I'm good. I can't be a coach.
Yeah, right. Look. Even black people.
No
get
coach
bad
here.
heads.
We'll be in front office, Leo. Put us in the front office.
Look, Philly. I've just proved even black people get bad heads. See.
And Philly, man, I gotta give you your flowers, brother, because one of the things I admire about you. Well, let me say this by everybody with a YouTube channel. I give all y'all flowers because I can't do this. After a loss, y'all, I'm in a depression. I'm in a funk, and it's gonna take me days to get out of it. That's why I hate Monday Night Football. Let me lose on Sunday because I already hate Monday, so I can at least bounce back on Tuesday or Wednesday. So I hate it. So I give y'all flowers because you're able to just, put it to the side and you go and y'all have your live streams and break down the game. I'm like, it couldn't be me because I'm gonna curse so much that they demonetize my channel. They're gonna take me away forever. So I give you all the credit. But man, Philly, you do this thing when you go on Dan's show with Mark, and it's the most amazing thing. Mark is so animated. He's so excited about the off season. He's so charismatic, and you're like, Mark, it's May. Like it's May. Like
it's May.
What do you want me to do? It's May, brother. Like, what do you say? Like,
I know.
Because the thing is, Philly, you have basically beat him to the point where it's like, because when it's December, when it's football that matters, December, January, your season's over. That's why you care so much in May. It's over. This is where it ends, right here.
Yep.
Exactly.
Whereas our seasons only begin in December.
Correct. We play meaningful football. That's the reason why they get so excited. I'm like, listen, football in September is easy. October's pretty easy. It gets cold in November. This is where the Cowboys started to have. I think November, December is where the season just comes to a screeching halt. Can't win when it matters. Can't do it.
It was so funny because last year it was like I kept saying this last year on his show, like silly show. I kept saying it's not December yet. It's not December yet. December comes, they play Minnesota. Now you tell me Minnesota with JJ McCarthy, that team stinks, and Dak Prescott pulls out. What kind of game was that? When you need that game, like where was your quarterback in that game?
They needed it. Everything was hinged on that game.
I'd argue this, right? Because they were talking so much shit for 3 weeks because they had beaten you. They had beaten Kansas City. They were going and just fucking going. And then Detroit hit. And then they came to Detroit. And we shattered the hopes and dreams of the playoffs.
Right, Shardy's.
And then we let the Vikings clean up our mess.
Yeah.
Now,
Theo.
Wait, D'Angelo. Because we got Theo and Philly 500 here, I want you to do the same thing to them that you did to us with the steak.
Oh, okay.
What?
So
this is a bar, Philly and Theo. This is a bar. Go ahead, bro.
So this is why it's so hard to talk to Cowboy fans. And I asked the panel, do you know when I realized that I love ribeye steak? Is when I could afford it. It's when I realized it. And I couldn't enjoy ribeye steak until I could able to eat it whenever I wanted to. Winning is an acquired taste like a ribeye steak. People who don't win don't understand. They can't become accustomed to it. See, winning for the Eagles is mundane. It's not exciting. It's the expectation. It's what has to happen here. I don't need theatrics because the theatrics when you lose means nothing to me. I need that ribeye steak to be plentiful. I need it to be boring.
Yep.
That is the thing that they don't get. This is why this concept is so hard to them.
Yeah. Well, it's so interesting because, like, especially for older Eagle fans, like I remember Randall, the ultimate weapon, my favorite quarterback of all time. I remember going to 3 straight playoff games, losing. You know what I mean? And then the argument back then was, well, you had Randall, you have Donovan McNabb right now, We had Troy Aikman. Troy Aikman went and won Super Bowls. That's all that matters. Your guy could be on Sports Illustrated as the ultimate weapon, showing the highlights, but our guys win Super Bowls. And that was what we were always fighting. And then now that my guy, Jalen Hurts, is not throwing 40 touchdowns a year, but he's just winning Super Bowls, it don't matter anymore. It's really like switched where the Eagles have started winning, especially young Eagle fans. That's all they know. And all these Cowboy fans, especially young ones, they don't know what it's like to win. They don't know. They only know what it's like to lose.
And Philly, I will point out an interesting thing, right? Because the Lions fan base kind of works as a singular organism, whether it be an old or a young Lions or fan. We have been so accustomed to losing that when Detroit does have these seasons where we are winning, I'll use the steak methodology here. That ribeye is so savory and it's so plentiful to us that, we're not accustomed to winning. This is a new thing for Detroit.
Yeah.
Like sustained success is something that we haven't had. So
Correct.
we're going to latch onto this.
Correct. And
it's going to inspire that fanaticism that Detroit Lions fans have always had.
And that's the thing, Theo. That ribeye is delicious to you, but you can't really enjoy it because you don't really know how to enjoy it. I just told you it was delicious. I told you how savory it was. You've eaten only a few pieces of it. You're like, man, it's really good, but I don't know if I can eat this whole thing. It might make me sick. That is what winning turns into. And I must say this because I don't want to lose this point because, people got mad at me when I was breaking down the speed of the game last time I was on the panel, right? If you recall that game last year, y'all, when the Lions beat the crap out of the Cowboys, they beat the crap out of the Cowboys with one thing and one thing only. It was the speed. That deep ball that golfed through the Jameson Williamson, it was over from there because nobody on the field could run with these guys. Jahmyr Gibbs is scoring 2 and 3 touchdowns, and he's untouched. Because when you don't have that speed, you can't play with these guys. This same thing is going to continue to repeat itself because the one thing that the Lions are doing, they have found the formula. That speed is killing them.
Yeah.
St. Brown is not a speed demon. He's outrunning all of the Cowboys secondary. So I need people to tell me how they're going to get to 10 wins when you haven't brought anybody into this team who can actually run. I'm going to tell y'all something that's going to probably blow your mind. I think DeMarvin Overshown is probably the fastest player on the Cowboys' whole defense. He's a beat-up linebacker, y'all. You have guys who can't run.
That's true.
You don't have the horses.
I remember the first time I had ribeye. I waited all these years to have ribeye. And we get to the playoffs against Chicago, and I couldn't see it on my plate because that was the Fog Bowl. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember.
I waited years growing up to go to play. Oh, we're finally in the playoffs. You couldn't see anything.
You know what?
We've been through some stuff, man.
Yes. Shout out to Marco Lucio with the $2 super chat. He said, my favorite duo, Go Birds, DH, good luck to the D.
One pride, baby.
Bro. We so appreciate you and thank you, my man, for the super chat. You know what I'm saying? Again,
all right. Unfortunately, gentlemen, I must conclude my time here. It is 1 a.m, and I do have things to do.
I'm gonna have to roll out of here too. It's 10. We're gonna get to 5. Same 5 in the morning. But let me say, man, it was great meeting you, D'Angelo. I appreciate it so much. Same with you, Theo. It was a pleasure to talk to you guys, man.
Thanks again, man. Appreciate it. Hey, Philly, I will be on your channel soon. Always support, man. Thank you so much for coming on, bro.
It's a pleasure and a privilege to talk to you, Philly.
Yeah,
you too, my man. You too,
hey, Philly,
Leo. You know I love you.
Hey, man, I love you too, brother. And for everybody with our channel members and everything, we'll have our channel members call-in show tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Definitely got to come on. We're going to talk over this stuff here that we talked about tonight. And also, please, on your way out, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button again. Hook your boy up. You know I need that. Same thing. Go ahead on over to Dingbat Nation, Philly 500. Make sure you sub up with him. And also, shout out to the Eagles Collective Podcast. We're still broadcasting on their channel, too. Everybody on there, thank you for coming out and watching us. Philly 500, I love you, brother. D'Angelo,
Love you too.
this is your home. Okay.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Leo.
I'll make sure that just keep your eye on your email, and I'll make sure I just send you the link. All right. But you
Appreciate it, man.
are more than welcome. I want you to be a regular here. Okay. We'll get you going. We're going. Hey, Philly, we're gonna get him a damn channel.
Hey, let's do it.
I work so much, man. I'll maybe one day we'll see. But until that time comes, y'all got me. I'm all here for
Well,
it.
you on our channels anytime. So
absolutely. And with that, I will say to everybody else right here, I will see y'all tomorrow night at 9 p.m. right here on the Bird Section. Oh, go Birds,
baby.
Thanks, fellas.
Thank you, my man.